Hello YouTube! Welcome to a cold but high energy episode of Raw Talkin' It. I'm Titus, aka Andrew. That down there, that's Joe, aka possibly Joe, aka might be Joe, aka guys who talk about Dragon Age and Mass Effect all the time, but it's fine, we still love him anyway, Joe.
You said it was cold, and I thought you were saying it was like a cold open.
No, well, I mean, kinda, but it's cold outside.
No, this isn't a cold open. One of these days we'll
wait.
Cold open.
Now it's cold.
Yeah.
Clap sync, we're fine, right? That's not how this works. I don't split my audio up, which I can. XSplit is amazing, by the way, because there's an option where I can split each individual audio track and then do video editing if I knew how to do that. But I don't, so I won't.
I do know there's a Let's Play I've been watching, and there are times when he's talking. He's doing a Twilight Princess randomizer. It's attacking toucans. He will have moments, and I really appreciate this, where suddenly he has to walk from point A to point B, and it's going to be a long time. And he doesn't want to do a hard cut, because maybe he's still talking about something.
But he could speed up the video and then take the... It's so cool.
So he just continues talking normally in the moment, but only the footage speeds ahead. And then at some point when there's silence, there's a hard cut.
Yeah, there has to be a hard cut to sync it back up.
Somewhere, but he's not talking the whole time, so it doesn't matter. But he can continue the train of thought he's on when he starts, walking across all of Hyrule or whatever.
Yeah.
But then whenever he's done talking, he can just shut up, get to wherever he's going, and then just pick back up right where he's going.
This leads into the topic that we were talking about beforehand, but anyway, real quick, we're still playing our Link to the Past randomizer. I still hate that I suggested this, but it's fine. We're having a good time. Yesterday, funny. Last week was so much better than the week before that, and we're getting the hang of it. I think, kind of, maybe. We'll see. Who knows? So that's what we're doing. Now, to the video editing thing we were actually talking about beforehand. If you go to twitch.tv/Titus2172 to subscribe and follow and do all that stuff so you can see all this beforehand. We were talking about video editing, and I want to do a Skillshare free trial so I can learn video editing. Just the very basics. just to get by just a little bit.
And what I was saying is it's so hard because video editing is simultaneously highly technical and also highly artistic.
Yeah.
Admit it, if you're on a movie, if you're on a full budget movie, then you can have the art people saying what they want to happen and then the technical people make it happen. But on the budget of a YouTuber, editors are always just a single person. Budget might not be the creator. Budget
on a very small content creating, still full-time job YouTuber. Because some YouTubers have pretty good editors.
Well, right. But their editors are still ultimately going to be almost always one editor per video.
Right.
I highly doubt there are very many YouTubers, even big YouTubers, that have multiple editors work on the same video, or even on the same section of video, which is sort of the issue.
You don't need it, I guess.
Right. Well, what I'm saying is that in a movie, you can have the editor who's deciding how it should play out, and they're basically the people that are doing. I mean, there's effectively the editors who are on the computer working with footage, but then there's the people that are storyboarding, which is also part of editing, right? Is choosing which shots go when, where the camera should be, and admittedly storyboarding both impacts before filming and also after how you're setting the film together. But you get the idea that I'm going for there.
Yeah.
Editing is both technical and artistic, which makes it really, really difficult. That's why I've started paying attention to it more as I've become an adult.
Again, it's just another thing where also have the time. I barely had enough time to do all the things I wanted today, just to get one quick video, one take video out the door, so I can have it upload tomorrow. Because I'm uploading last week's video of this today, and so it's just oh my god. So one take is all it's gonna be.
The thing I've mentioned this before, but not in a legitimate conversation. I think what would be interesting to try, if you want to try edited content,
Kitty! Sorry.
Either by yourself or if you want me or just some other person also there as part of the content you're making, would be to find some like really short game, something you can play in just like a couple of hours, and then record the whole thing.
And then try to edit it together?
And then just try to edit it into a single sort of funny, coherent video.
That's an interesting idea.
You have this block of several hours of footage.
Bye, Strat!
Some of which is going to be good, interesting footage, and some of it's going to be boring, not terribly interesting footage. And yeah, and then you have this whole block to work with, and then you can use that as practice and like make a copy. And if you don't like how it turns out, you can start over or try again or whatever. But then you have the footage in the bank, which is sort of the hard part when you're trying to do that. I just think that's an interesting idea. The trick would be to find some small, easy thing that you can just do. Like I said, my suggestion was like some video game which is only like 2 or 3 hours long, right?
What's a 2 or 3 hour long video game?
The one that jumps to my mind for no particular reason is that Far Lone Sales game.
No thanks.
The one that they have a sequel for coming out. It's just a little puzzle platformer. You're not going to find a very short video game that's not
I know.
Also a puzzle game, admittedly.
Exactly.
Well, okay.
My first thought was Unfinished Swan, which is also a puzzle game.
I have heard of that, but I don't know what
it is. Lovely. You start in a black and white game, but there's 3D shape. No, it's not black and white. It's just white. It's pure white, and there's shapes. But to see the shapes, you have to basically you throw ink balls and stuff at it to paint the picture. And so you have to paint the environment basically, but you have to solve puzzles that way too.
The only problem with that,
at
least for the purposes of the experiment you're suggesting, is especially with puzzle games, you've already played that, you know all the puzzles.
I haven't played it in years.
Okay, fair enough. But yeah, something that you... Yeah.
How long's Transistor?
Ooh, it's like 8 hours.
Yeah,
which is not insane. You could play that You could play that in a couple of sessions and still have... Ultimately, your goal, right, is to create just a stock of footage that you have.
Do we have to wait? We have to go back and we have to raise the water.
Outside,
Do we have to raise the water?
Yeah, and I don't remember exactly how you do that.
We go back.
You drain the water into the dungeon.
Open the dam, right?
I genuinely do not know. This is the Swamp Palace officially?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I go here, and then I go in here.
Okay, alright.
And then I go up, and then I
to raise.
Put the water in, right?
You do it in the light world.
Yeah, right here. Where I do this.
Yeah.
I make the water come out. I make the water go uppy. Mommy, uppy! And then we go back. We're fine.
Yeah. Transistor would also not be impossible. Like I said, it's not that long, and like your goal is just to have several hours of footage to work with. I just suggested something even shorter than that, because then you just don't have as much to deal with.
Right.
That one, literally, I played it in a single session in less than 3 hours. I remember I just spent an afternoon playing it, and I was done. I was like, that was fun.
Also, we need Michael here so that when we get stuck inevitably, we can have someone guide us.
Yeah, doesn't have to be that game, but it is a little tricky to find games that are genuinely that short.
Sorry, we're vibing.
Not to say that you couldn't try to make multiple episodes, but the idea is if you just contain it in one, then you can just say, I have this much footage, I need to make a single finished product. End of story.
Oh, I pulled up our topics and I realized that we need Kitty here for the first one.
Oh.
So we can actually get into, just real quick, because I actually spent half an hour of my day today while I was working listening to a state of play about a game I gave 0 shits about.
Right, you mentioned this.
It looks pretty. I'll give you that. It looks really good. So Sony, it was, I believe, yesterday, released a half an hour single state of play over Gran Turismo 7. Which, I know I seem like I'm kind of shitting on it, which, I mean, to me I am, because I don't care about Gran Turismo at all, or Turismo, or however you want to say it, but I gotta applaud some of the technical aspects they're trying to pull off in a freaking game that is for car culture, is what they said. Car
Is Gran Turismo
culture.
the one that's like full of real cars?
Yes, it's a full-on like racing sim.
Well, because there's Forza, and that one I know has some real cars.
It has some concepts too. I mean, Gran Turismo also has some concepts.
Right.
But for the most part, yeah, it's full of like mostly real cars and stuff like that. And so, and what if you don't know what Gran Turismo is? It is a very quote unquote realistic racing sim where you can't just be crashing into people and going crazy like that. You actually
is this the one where the footage looks just like the footage of the game just looks like real life footage?
Yes.
Okay. With like the rain on the window.
It looks insanely good. I have to give them props because this game looks incredible.
There was a broken. Okay, you saw it. Sorry.
So there's a lot. There's a lot to take in with this. At first, you're like, "Oh, it's a racing sim, whatever," and which is fine. But the hardcore racing community, or whatever you want to call them, really like Gran Turismo because it is more realistic. You have to like. Can't just hit gas and kind of brake occasionally. It's like, no, you have to stick to your curves, you have to do your stuff. To go up in like races to buy certain cars, you have to pass license tests. So you have to hit certain like milestones basically just to be able to do the next tier of thing, and they're not easy. I played these games when I was a kid. Is like 10 or 11 because my grandpa liked them. And I was like, oh, I like cars and I like to bond with my grandpa, so let's do this. And I'm ass at this. Let me play Need for Speed Underground 2 where I could just crash into the wall.
Yeah. I have never been a car person, nor have I really even ever understood it. Like, I don't know. It's weird. I can tell you the cars that I think look cool.
Car shiny, go burr.
Right, I'd be like, I like the way this one looks. I like the way that one looks. I don't like the way this one looks.
I mean,
but that's really about all I got.
I'm not a huge car junkie, but I do like racing games. But I found out there's a difference between racing sims and arcade racers, and I really didn't know that much as a kid because I didn't really ever have to do that distinction until I played Gran Turismo, and then like. Underground 2,
Midnight Kart would be an arcade racer.
Midnight Club, yeah. Mario Kart's an arcade racer. Need for Speed, Forza, Horizon, not like actual Forza, but like there is an arcadey version one.
Yes.
Is an arcade one, and it's like those are more fun because you don't necessarily have to be super technical about making sure you tune your car and do all these things and all that bullshit. It's like. Haha, hit gas, get shiny Lambo, whee!
Yeah, pick fast car, go fast.
Yeah, exactly.
Pick a car that's better at turning or whatever.
I like that shit. I don't have to worry about anything. I can shut my brain up, I can hit the go button, and then I go. Unless you're playing the crew, and then it has catch-up AI that rubber bands really bad, but whatever. But this game, man, this is crazy. So, of course, racing sim and all that stuff, but they created... I have to pause for a drink. They created how I can only describe it because the terms they use were buzzwords, but it's realistic weather patterns in the game.
Right. There was something about procedural weather, but also more than that.
But so say you're racing in some snowy mountains. It's not just gonna fucking thunderstorm on you. It's gonna have a blizzard, have a snowstorm, or whatever have you. But it might not do. There'll be a thing that happens where you can see clouds develop and you can see the storm coming. In the bottom right corner of the HUD, there's a fucking precipitation radar.
Right. So not just like
what?
Not just like snow mode on it is snowing, it is raining.
You see it develop.
Right, and it's like
dynamic is the word, yeah.
Well, but more than dynamic over time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like over the map, and it's a gradient, right? You don't just go from sunny to rain or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Many games have weather systems, but it'll just be like you're in the sunny part, and then you go into the next region, and then you're in the cloudy part, and then you go into another region. You're like, it's snowing.
No,
it's just like on, off, Boolean, yes, no.
I see what you're saying. No, it's way more than that in this game, which is just
really cool.
It's mind blowing how they do it, and I'm like, for a racing game to go this detailed for just the weather physics is that alone. I'm like, I would never play this, but I almost want to get it just to see how that shit works.
Yeah,
because that's insane. And then they're also doing another thing which is really cool for people who want this, but this was kind of their showing was like, they were really leaning into it. This is very much a game for people who want a car racing, like they call it car cult. People who know they want this are already going to get it, which is great. Right. This isn't going to convince other people to really get it, but man, it was cool. So the thing I saw, or that they explained, is when you get a certain car, sometimes, so say you get like a super antique Porsche, and it will do this little interactive video over Porsche, and it'll give you like this interactive wiki, in a sense, about the cars. I'm like, I don't care about this, but it's super cool. Just a neat little like lore feature to put in the game.
Yeah, I guess like including, it's a game for car nuts. You might as well include that. They leaned into it. They were like, we know why you're buying this, so here you go. Yeah. But it sucks because a lot of the chat of the YouTube is like, is this all this just Ford or just Gran Turismo? It's like, yeah, they said that in the start. Yeah. Like, what are you expecting? They have not. They pretty much said, yeah, this is all that's going to be shown today because it's a major game name for Sony. Well, and also, like, if there's one thing I've learned recently, is that people don't know how to read. I play Yu-Gi-Oh! Trust me, I know. People do not know how to read. I don't know how to read. I recently tried to just find a nice Mass Effect Let's Play to watch. My God, I don't care if people are bad at the game insofar as, like, they're bad at aiming the gun or whatever. But watching people, they're just like, where do I go? Where am I? Well, they're blatantly stupid. Yeah, like, I don't care if you don't read the text in a Pokemon game or whatever, but, like, in this game where they're, like, not looking at the map, not looking for objectives, haven't been paying attention to any of the dialogue, like, don't know where they are, and it's just like, what are you even here for? What are you here to do? Joe, I click button, I play game, cargo room. Right, and people, they'll, like, use an ability and it won't work, and they're like, oh, I guess that ability doesn't do anything. It's like, what? You missed! You clearly missed! It's like, the one thing it definitely doesn't do is nothing. Like, they didn't put a nothing button in the game. Oh, but... And people will be like, oh, it must be a glitch, or, oh, I guess this one just doesn't work, or, oh, this one just doesn't do anything. It's like, that's the only thing that does... It's not true! I don't understand. And like I said, I saw so many ones where, like, people were... Because it's like, you know, it's one thing if you're a streamer and you're looking at chat, like, you're going to miss some stuff occasionally, fine. And I'm totally cool with, if you're going to Let's Play, having guidance, like we've done on this channel. Yeah. Having somebody who's helping steer, who's keeping the content moving. And I totally understand, as a content creator, wanting to, like, you got to keep it moving. You can't have too much downtime. No, you really can't. Unless you're going to edit it, and if you're going to edit it, that's fine. And that's why, like, being a JRPG streamer is rough, because there's a lot of, like, just in-between downtime of games. Like, I've noticed it a lot when playing Tales of Arise. It's just like, there are just straight-up dead moments where I can't be saying anything because we have a 30-minute fucking cutscene here. Right.
and it's story, and it's interesting, and I want to know what happens.
Right.
But the people watching are going to be like, I don't fucking care about this. What are you talking about? What is this?
Right. Or they definitely care, and the last thing they want you doing is talking over the cutscenes, which also happens.
Which, yes.
But yeah, no, like, you know, I saw this one person who literally was just
missing something.
She was just constantly, like, not knowing where she was going, knowing what she was doing, and she was like, for example, for Mass Effect 1, she was like on the planet of Pharos. There's the colony of Zeushope, and there's the company Exogeny. These are like the two main landmarks. There's a building, and then a town, and then you're on a planet. And she was like, "Where is Exogeny? What's that? What's Pharos? Am I there? What's going on?" And she just like didn't. I'm like, "You've been here for 30 minutes. You've been doing quests. Like, what are you? What's happening?
What do you mean?"
And so. So I was trying to find one of these to watch, and so I tried, and I watched different ones.
I don't know, Kitty. He should be here.
And so I watched a bunch of different ones I tried, and I kept finding similar. And then I went back to try hers again, and I went to a different one. I skipped a video ahead just to see if it got better. And then one of the first things in the video, she was like talking to streamers with no chat on screen. So it's just one-sided conversation to nothing. And then also her cat. And there was a cutscene going. She's like, "Oh, the Mass Effect stands are going to get mad at me because I'm not paying attention." And I'm like, "You're not. You're bad at this game because you're not." Like, they're right. They're right about it. Anyways, it was a whole thing. Then I did find another one that was the opposite. And what happened was... I found another one where the top comment was, "I'm so glad this is somebody who's not just rushing through the game." And I was like, "Awesome, cool, let's watch." Skipping around because at this time my tolerance is low. And I get to the end of the video and there's like a 15-minute block of just him listening to the codex being read to him. Because in Mass Effect 1 it reads it to you. And he's like,
"I don't know how to puzzle. I'm so stupid."
And then he's like, "So that's how we're going to end every video. We're just going to, at the end of every episode of this Let's Play, we're just going to listen to all the new codex entries that we got from this."
So just skip the endings.
Like, well, I know, but it wasn't actually the end. It was like mostly at the end, but not exactly.
Was it the end, but it was 50% of the video? Because that's a different story.
Well, it was a large chunk of the video, and also afterwards is the part where he like talks about the episode and sort of has the little sum up moment about what they did. I'm like, that's all that's part of the content I want to see, and I don't want to have to be futzing with that every episode. And none of them were edited; they were all like 3 hours long.
Didn't you say to me at one point, "Hey, you should record your playthrough because there's not very many Mass Effect Let's Players"?
After this experience, I was like, "My God, you could have made a killing because no one."
No one fucking does this.
I looked and looked and looked, and no one. I have found one.
Kitty will read to you.
Good. I have found one pretty good.
The shovel!
Oh my God. Well, does that actually get us much?
No, because it's one thing.
Okay. But no, I found one pretty good one, but at least in the first game, she still missed like most of the quests. She at least talked to the squad mates. She did most, but not all of the. But she like didn't look at maps. She like picked a class and then isn't using any of the abilities. But she's getting better, and so that one I'm ultimately watching. It's tolerable. But yeah, so many of them. I'm just like, this is either so many episodes of like hours-long videos that are completely unedited.
And you know what really bugs me? Talking about the last thing that you, or not the last thing, but the thing you mentioned before, the girl who was playing or whatever and saying something about, "Oh, I better pay attention," or the stands. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you, man. You don't understand. Like, people would kill to get some kind of something, someone to watch their content in a ridiculous ocean of content because it's so easy to make. And you have people genuinely watching your content who want to be there and who just be like, "Hey,"
I'm sure some people were shitty. Always.
Yeah, people are shitty. It's just what it is. But like, you know, it'd be like, "Hey, if you could maybe pay attention to the game and enjoy it, or like if you could pay attention to the game, you might actually find that you're gonna really enjoy it," that kind of thing.
Right.
And then you just go, "Fuck you! I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna play the game this way, and I'm gonna play it and ignore it." It's like, Please.
Yeah, the whole thing. I was
You know
like,
what?
okay, that's just really.
Fuck that lady.
I immediately
Come
thought
here.
I was gonna try that one again, and then I was just like, I'm done with that. I'm just done.
Come here, weird people. We'll play the game wrong, and I'll pay attention to you.
Yeah, I like I said, I genuinely don't care if you're bad at the game, and if you have to play on story mode difficulty because you're just bad, or accessibility, or
who cares?
Don't
Who cares? Play on story. Who gives a shit? If you're not good at video games, you're not good at video games. Who fucking cares?
But if you're not gonna like play the game,
I
right,
feel
like, and I think what it is I have not found all the people that are doing Mass Effect Let's Plays are not people that do. They are people that do Let's Plays of games that don't really have a lot of story. They are, and I don't want to say this
but they're the multiplayer.
They're either multiplayer or they're
the big thing.
The thing I've seen is, and again, this sounds shittier than it is, but it's the things where there's like, it's an entire Let's Play channel, and there's. I feel like there's Nintendo Let's Players and there's everyone else.
Yeah, that's true.
And there's like no crossover there.
We're missing a key.
Which is weird. And by that I mean just like...
Oh, hold on. We got a request in the chat about telling the story. Here's the story. Ganon is fucking up the world and we gotta fix it. And we are now in one of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One of the 10 dungeons trying to fix the shit. Yeah, exactly. Okay. So there you go.
You'll have to pardon me for just a moment here. I made my little bowl of Chex Mix, but it was the bottom of the bag, which means that I have now a bowl full of really delicious Chex Mix crumbs. So I'm gonna mute my mic.
And then just down it?
And just down all these crumbs. So, you vamp for a moment. I'm here. I'm just going to be doing my Chex Mix. And no, I will not be ASMRing.
Oh, we're not an ASMR stream, but we can get so many views that way. So many views. So many cute girls who do ASMR. It's great. I love it. Fantastic. Honestly, I really like ASMR. I have no beef with ASMR streamers. Don't come for me, please. They are vicious.
Okay, this is a poorly shaped bowl. I'm gonna try some more of that later. Okay. Oh, sorry. The other Mass Effect Let's Play that was super annoying is I clicked on the first video, and she was like, I am so excited. Mass Effect Legendary release day. I'm here. I'm so excited, right? Day one, she's got a Let's Play video on the channel. Awesome.
I need you to answer a question for me. Is she cute?
Okay. I'll be completely honest. I have found two Mass Effect Let's Plays by men. Every other one was women.
Were they cute?
I would say all of them were.
Yeah, there you go.
But
that's why they were really excited.
She was like, I am so happy. I've been waiting this for the long time. I've not played Mass Effect, but I'm super excited. It's been recommended. Blah blah blah. Release day, super stoked. That was.
I feel bad about
just
saying
under
that.
A year
I really
ago,
do.
Right?
But like
just under a year ago. She is just now like 10% of the way through Mass Effect 2.
Holy shit!
She is. I think she's releasing like one video a week.
Bro, I finished 2 games already.
I think she's doing like 2 videos a week total, but she has like 6 different games going.
Oh,
so she's
that's a lot,
barely
yeah.
even into Mass Effect 2 at all. And I'm like, it's been almost a year, and you're not even close. Like, not even a little bit close. Well, that was also really weird.
Aha! That's what I was missing. I knew we had to be missing something. And Kitty, you're right. I would. I am in no way am I trying to make fun of women content creators. I think it's awesome. Oh. Get your bag. It's fantastic. But there are certain stereotypes of certain ones, and it bothers me just a little bit. Happens with the dudes too.
There was one really good one, but she didn't have any. She only had Mass Effect 1 on the channel, and she's like, everything else is on Twitch. I'm like, well, I want to watch a Let's Play. That means I want to watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
And so I found at least 1 or 2 of those. And then I also found one that maybe was fine, but it didn't have a face cam, which I feel like I would more appreciate that if I either already was vaguely familiar with the channel, or if I don't know. I watched.
That's
a
a weird topic of conversation as well. I was watching a video earlier today because Master Duel came out on the phone, and so I built a new deck because I want to learn how to play it because it's a good deck that's like in the meta right now. And I was watching this guy and no video, no commentary, just no face cam, no, just all game, but it's edited. But it's edited pretty well but it's just like, that's it. But this thing had like several thousand views, and I'm like, I make actual commentaries about the whole thing and combos and all this stuff, and we get like 30, and this dude is like, let me just make a quick, cool edited video, 3,000 views. I'm like,
it's one of those things where I totally understand not wanting face cam for a lot of reasons. Gender stuff included.
Yeah, like, yeah.
100%, I totally get it.
I get it. I do. As we just make fun of it, but it's fine.
But the trick would be then, if you're not going to have face cam, so I don't get to see your thoughts or reactions to the game at all, then your
commentary has to be insane.
It has to be really compelling and really good. And at least within the first few minutes of this one, it just wasn't. But I watched a whole bunch of Xenoblade Let's Plays from a guy who has a non-monetized channel, no face cam, but his commentary is so good.
It can't be Titus commentary. It's like, and we're walking, and wait, look, that's a pretty. Oh, it died. Okay, well, I guess we're moving on.
Yeah, I found a channel that was no face cam, just commentary, but it was really, really interesting because he was like thinking about the lore and thinking about the world. This Xenoblade Let's Play, I just want to be clear, I watched both 1 and 2 on his channel. He called every story twist just by paying attention and making good, educated guesses. Every major story event, except for like one at the very beginning of Xenoblade 1.
Fucking whoop-de-doo for him.
He just like, I was just shocked. I was like, he called damn near everything, like in a random cutscene or in a random thing. He's like, that would make a lot of sense if this was true. And I'm like, shit, he got it. He figured it out. Like, what the hell?
And what are we even doing here?
Yeah, genius. It was. Anyways, that's my Let's Play frustrations.
And it's hard to find. And like, the reason a lot of people go into like, making content and all that stuff is to get notoriety and try and make a little bit extra money on the side. You turn your hobby into a job, and then it's like, oh, great, if I can make some money off this, it's great. And so a lot of people try to do that, and then like they make some content for a single player story game, and it doesn't do well, and they're like, well, I'm never going to touch this, or I'm not going to put that much creative power into it. Oh, yeah.
Mass Effect, it would be hard.
You're talking to a JRPG. It's hard for anything that is insanely story-driven.
Yeah, you have to talk about the story, and you have to talk about what you think is happening.
But you can't have a dull moment. You have to still be entertaining. You can't have it drag.
And that's what blows my mind about the Xenoblade channel I found. He doesn't even monetize it. He's like, I just do this for fun.
Which is awesome.
He's similarly to you, I believe he's a full-time engineer, and he just does this. You actually might genuinely like the channel because a lot of JRPG visual novel.
Absolutely,
content,
yeah.
And he's
shout out.
I'll shout out him, Echo6.
Echo6. You don't know us, but we know you.
Yeah, I just found this randomly because I was like, let's find a Xenoblade Let's Play.
Let's collab sometime.
But he was like, it was so much fun to watch his Let's Plays, even though no face cam, just commentary, and only minimal editing, mostly just cutting out boring long segments.
That's
but
great.
Also,
that's great.
Showing him. A lot of people think that the act of like learning how to play the game and learning to understand skills or whatever.
Sometimes that's fun.
Sometimes that's fun if you can make it fun, and he did. He like made those sections enjoyable by talking about what he did and didn't understand. And he was like, there would be times where he would like repeatedly lose to a fight, and he would, he would cut out some of the attempts that were boring, but he would keep in some of them because he'd be like, oh, I just realized what I was doing wrong. I can totally beat this fight. Let me try this other thing. And then he would cut the part where he was like rebuilding his team or whatever, but he would keep it was just very interesting. Like I said, genuinely good channel, genuinely surprised by how well that was. And again, not monetized, no ads anywhere on the channel at all because he just does it for fun.
Very cool. It's Shout out to content creators who make it work, man, because
Yeah.
holy shit, it's not easy, and you're in a constant world that it just keeps getting more and more flooded.
Yeah, which is, again, why I was so shocked. Mass Effect. That game is so well known and so beloved. I was convinced there would be so many amazing Let's Plays of this game, and I literally...
it comes straight back to...
I've barely been able to find one tolerable one. You know?
It comes straight back to, can it keep moving?
Yeah.
That's the reason I play anime waifu games, is because, hey, at least you got cute tits and stuff, and people like that, so they'll stick around for that.
And that's why things like Zelda and Pokemon are easy hooks, because people are just there for that. They know it really well. They're very familiar with the franchise. So it's really easy to get people in the door.
Am I missing something in here?
You do have, I believe, the compass. I don't think you have the map yet, but the compass should help.
7-star rank out of 10. What does that mean, Kitty? Also, I love that you were...
That is insane, Kitty. Arceus has
okay.
star ratings.
We'll get into Arceus because we were waiting for her to. But I love that Thundir is the one who like pinged you a ton to get here, and me. But it was funny. And then he's dead silent, and it's just a wall of Kitty talking because she actually cares.
Yeah. Arceus has a star rating based on how much of the Pokedex you've completed.
Interesting.
And I am...
I'm just kidding, Thunder. I love you. Don't hurt me. Don't leave me.
Through the story, and I believe I'm also at 7-star, which is insane that you're 7-star and haven't left the first area.
So
I didn't even know there were enough Pokemon in the first area.
Let me teach you something about my mod. She hyperfixates just a little.
Kitty, have you genuinely not gotten out of the Obsidian Fieldlands yet?
Let me tell you...
Because if you're 7 stars and only in the field, that is insane.
Let me tell you what happened when I introduced her to Monster Hunter Stories 2.
Oh, she said in chat that it was exactly the same thing again. That she was just... Yeah, I literally did not know there were enough Pokemon and quests in just the first area for it to even be possible to get that high of a ranking. Because you get... Well, I mean, I guess you get points... It's technically not Pokedex. You get points for just catching Pokemon and for... Just in general, just catching Pokemon gets you points. So I suppose... Yeah, if you are doing Pokedex objectives and also making a point to complete like every entry for every Pokemon and evolution that you had access to, I suppose. And because alphas are high level,
just for fun.
Yeah.
But what happened with Monster Hunter Stories 2 is I played it on stream. I played the demo, and then I got the game because I was like, actually, I loved the demo so much, and I played it on a weekend for like, I would like to say at least 10 hours, maybe longer. Like, I want to say it's like 16 hours over the weekend to get a head start while also going to Yu-Gi-Oh! In the same. And then she's like, yeah, so I bought the game Sunday, and Tuesday stream rolled around and she was already past me. Because she just hyperfixated.
Yeah.
And then she went online and realized she could have people farm stuff for her? I didn't catch up. I didn't catch up once.
Arceus gameplay loop is very addicting. It is very easy to just keep going.
Oh, so yeah, we can transition into Arceus. Man, what a game what a week that game has had.
That said, I think based on what Kitty has said, I think she may have cheesed into an area that she's not supposed to be in yet, which is possible. There's, yeah. You were talking about getting Shellos, and I'm like, I don't think you're supposed to have access to Shellos yet in that area. I definitely cheesed my way into one area early, but it also was not a big deal because the Pokemon were the same level as everywhere else.
Have I gotten everything?
Pokemon early. Yeah. Weird Ear lets you jump. The main thing is you can jump over some rivers. So in Legends Arceus, you cannot swim. However, you do have a few seconds before you drown, where you just kind of dog paddle and you can move towards the shore.
Mm-hmm.
But you have a mount that can jump really far. So if there is a ledge for you to crawl out of a river from, and you jump close enough to it, you could paddle your way across.
There has to be something in this room that I'm just missing.
This room has a chest in it?
No, I think all we need left is to get to the boss.
Get to the boss. Let me see the map again.
No, it's not this. Hold on. Because it's like up this, but this makes me go down. There's a...
Show me the map. Pull up the map.
Is the boss? Yeah, the boss is on the first basement level. But I have to like drop down to the boss.
You're right. There is no. Wait. Go back up to floor 1. 1F.
Yeah.
See splash 100 times.
Fuck.
How do you get? You can't drop down into there. There's not a room above it. Wait, you have to go in from below. You need to go down a floor, forward a floor, then up, I guess.
I'm trying, but like going down here. I'm here.
Yeah.
In basement 2.
I caught a Magikarp early, but because I threw a Pokeball really far and got it and baited it from the water.
I think this is the boss, like... Well, no, this isn't the boss leading area. That's wrong. We're still in basement 2.
And we need to be basement 1. Can you try pushing those blocks?
Yeah, I've tried.
No, this is right. We need to go up 1 floor inside this room.
I tried pushing these blocks, but maybe I just didn't do it right, so let's try every single one.
Yeah, try pushing. It might just be one of them that's different. Yeah, there is also, like, Gyarados. But there is absolutely a Gyarados that just is in the sky, which is funny. Like, he's flying around, which is just really weird to see.
I've heard it doesn't look very good.
The Gyarados, it's just weird because, like, he is flying type, and he hovers above the ground normally anyways.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he has, like, the little...
But it definitely does look weird, the way he's there. Yeah, he is flying type, but it was weird to see him just in the sky. Because he's not, like... He's in the sky. He's not just, like, kind of above the water. He's, like, at the top of a mountain.
I haven't completed any, and we need your help. I don't know where the hell we're going, Michael. I'm trying to get to the boss.
Okay, real fast, I looked it up. Transistor is 8 hours.
That's not bad.
And that's main plus extras. So you actually totally could 2 play sessions, and you could totally do that game and have footage for it. And it's a long enough game that you would have fun moments. Second, I am going to go ahead and put the tier list in chat now because we do...
Ooh, we will have to get to it, but we want to discuss just Pokemon as a whole real quick.
Yes, I'm gonna put it in the tier list channel if you guys want to get started on your tier list. As I state in my message, there is a key in the description, which is just above the tier list, that will tell you what each picture is, because a couple of them are not 100% obvious.
Thanks, Michael.
Yes.
Thanks, Michael. I'm so glad that you're here, man. You've been a real big help. Appreciate it. I will work on that right now. For you. Asshole. I feel like there's a way to, like, raise the water level here or something. Wait, is there a secret? Hold on.
I think there might
be Found it! I was literally just like, oh, I bet you there's a fucking secret waterfall. God damn it. Never mind.
Wait, is that room on the map?
Yes. That's why I was like, I bet you there's a waterfall I could go to.
Yeah. I assumed there was something behind.
Hey, I guarantee I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna be in the boss room right now.
Yeah, I assumed you would have had to...
Slimes! Fine.
I thought you were going to have to hit a switch and one of the waterfalls would go away. I didn't think you were just going to walk right through it.
We're here. Hey, look, a key.
Wait, another key?
Yep.
Oh, you know, I don't actually think we have the map.
Yeah, why would I not have the map if I was able to look at the map?
If you don't have the map, it still shows you every room that you have.
But it showed us a boss room that we weren't in yet.
Because you have the compass. The compass is what puts the skull on the map.
But it showed the room. It showed the dark of the room.
Oh, I guess then there you go. Okay, you do have the map then. You're right.
Anyway. So, Pokemon Arceus has sold pretty well.
It's basically one of the best-selling Switch games at this point-ish, or at least one of the best opening weeks, I think.
It's one of the best opening weeks by far.
Yeah. It's also one of the best Pokemon games by release.
Yes, by a pretty significant margin.
Yeah, I believe Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl is the best remake. Or no, it's creeping up on Heart Gold Soul Silver.
Which is crazy to me, because I don't think that game's that good.
Heart Gold Soul Silver?
No, Heart Gold Soul Silver is incredible. It's more so I don't like original Diamond and Pearl that much, so I don't understand why the other one would be that good.
I mean, it streamlines a lot of things that make it
that can maybe help. Also, the fact that it does that underground thing where you can get fire Pokemon, that could help.
The underground is far better than it was in the original. The underground is like actually good and interesting in this one. Whereas the underground, I liked it in the original, but it was lacking a lot of features. But in this version of the underground, it's significantly better.
Okay, what's he doing? Ah!
Bow and arrow, maybe?
Bomb? Maybe? I don't know.
I don't know. What dungeon item is this?
What the boss doing? Hey, what the dog doing?
What is this boss?
This is the jellyfish guy? I don't know. Maybe I have to hit him with a hook shot.
His name is Argus.
Okay.
It's a hook shot.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I just got done with the hook shot part.
You literally just need to hit it in the eye, like once or twice.
Okay. I actually had to get in front of it somehow.
With your sword, yeah.
Okay. So you're gonna have to kind of watch his bounce moves. So we gotta do some geometry. It's fine. I'm a professional engineer. I trained for this.
But yeah, I believe you literally just have to hit him twice.
Shit, I still missed. Hitboxes are bad. Hitboxes are still bad. There we go. Got it. All right, we're good. Hey, look at that! Yay!
Go!
Heart Container. Or Heart Piece, not Heart Container.
Oh, sorry. That's a downgrade then. That's
Bink!
a bummer.
All right, we got it. Swamp Palace is done.
Okay.
Nice job,
now
chat.
We can go do our one shovel check.
Yeah. Oh, God. I can do Ganon's Tower?
I don't...
It just clicked. I can do Ganon's Tower. There's a lot of treasure chests in Ganon's Tower.
Why does it think you can do Ganon's Tower?
I don't know. Oh, because it thinks we have all three of the things.
Of the pet... Or does it think you can do Hyrule Castle or Ganon's Tower?
Ganon's Tower.
I don't think you can, though.
We cannot.
I definitely think you just need to go through every dungeon right now.
Yeah, we have the Palace of Darkness still that we need to go to.
Yeah.
So,
I have the list of all the dungeons.
And we have Palace of Darkness, and then we have one other one.
Dark Palace is the first Dark World dungeon, so you definitely should be able to do that one.
Yeah, it's up in the top right. We can go do it.
Yeah, you should be able to do this one easy, because you shouldn't need hardly anything for it.
Anyway.
It's where you get the hammer, which you already have. Anyways, Pokemon Arceus is doing super well, and Brilliant Diamond also is doing well.
That's crazy. God, I did not think Brilliant Diamond would do that well, but I guess more people have bought the Switch and are looking for Pokemon to play,
yes.
Especially while COVID's still a thing, and everyone, they want that comfort.
Also, I will say, apparently, my understanding is a lot of people's first Pokemon game was Gen 4.
That's crazy to me! Play a better one!
A lot of people's first Pokemon game was that one because it was the DS. They never had Game Boys, but they had a DS.
I guess that's true. What is that?
So that's also part of it, I think.
Oh, that's a big bomb. What can I do with this?
I have no idea. You just paid for it, though.
It wasn't that much. It was only 100.
I have no idea what that does.
What do I do with this big bomb?
I assume it blows up a big thing.
Yeah, I know, but what? Take it to the pyramid. Oh! Pyramid. The big thing! We could go do that! Yeah!
Okay. But yeah, so that's... yeah, Arceus is super fun. Genuinely, you would probably really like it.
I probably would. I really would. Now, to say is it does have some technical things. I have watched it. We have talked about it off and on. We've talked about it in Discord, but this is our official, way to discuss things, and...
First one after it came out. First episode after it came out. Hasn't even been out a week yet.
It don't look that good.
No, and it's
texture-wise, graphic-wise, do not look that good.
What's so weird about it is, so here's the thing. Number one, it really doesn't look good, and that's shocking and kind of upsetting from the standpoint of, like, in this day and age, it should look better.
Yeah.
From such a big company with such a big brand, etc. At the same time, the actual most frustrating thing about it is clearly
the game problem. It should have been,
No,
I think it should have been in the oven for a little longer.
What's most frustrating, I think, is that it should absolutely look better. Clearly, they didn't give the graphics very much attention. But based on how well it's doing and based on how successful it is, it's pretty clear
it doesn't
they
matter.
made the right call.
Yeah.
Like, it's pretty clear that they absolutely did the right thing, because the gameplay loop is really good. It's well balanced. They completely changed combat. What was that, a fairy in a bottle?
Yeah, I think so. Which, I don't know why it doesn't say I can get those checks, but I got them, so.
But yeah, what's frustrating is that I think they made the right call, giving the graphics the amount of attention they did.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
If any of the other things, if it looked good but wasn't fun to play, it wouldn't matter.
Well, what if it would look good and it was fun to play?
I agree. That's a fair statement, that it should look better. That is a blanket.
Have you seen the fan-made stuff of people making Zelda and Pokemon in Unreal Engine 5 and how fucking amazing it looks?
I completely agree 100% that it should look better. They have the money, they should have the manpower, they should be able to make it look better.
And it is a very dangerous, very, very dangerous conversation to start saying, but it didn't actually matter because it still sold. That's not the
what my point was what's frustrating about it is that ultimately they were faced with not being able to put as much work into this game as they wanted to.
Yeah, I think that's true.
And ultimately they made the right call to focus on where they did, because
which is fun.
Gameplay is really good. So, like I said, what's frustrating about that is that as bad as it looks, it was the right decision for them in the moment.
And so this is where we really get to have the conversation that we had with Cyberpunk. It's better to have a good finished game than a broken pretty game.
Yeah, and Cyberpunk is gorgeous, but it's
very pretty. It's broken as shit. It's been 2 years, right? And we still haven't had the official PS5 version. We still haven't had any of that stuff. I
don't think they gave us silver arrows. Something in a bottle.
Yeah, it was in a bottle. It wasn't anything.
Do you know what it was? Have you actually looked at it?
It is a little butterfly, so I think it's a fairy in a bottle.
Okay, I'm gonna check that in the spoiler log.
And so it's like, I understand, and I agree. I think it's better to have the more completed, polished game. I don't disagree there, but this has been Pokemon's thing for a while. Start doing better, but at the same time, we finally got a game that is new. It
was a bottle with B, not a fairy.
Okay, bottle with B. Where's my shovel? Wait, where's my shovel? Is it not in my inventory?
Shovel should... Apparently it's not, because it's not... On the tracker, you can see where it is. It's not next to...
But...
It's not in an item slot.
We picked up the shovel, right? I said we got a shovel. Everyone saw the shovel, right? Everyone saw the fucking shovel. Am I insane?
Is it not equipable in this game?
Am I stupid?
I don't know if you use it as an equipable item.
Wait. I found out. Never mind. Found it. We're good.
Is it... Oh, it's instead of a different item?
Ocarina. Or the flute, I guess.
Weird. Okay.
There's a digging spot somewhere nearby. Apparently.
Oh.
Where's the digging spot at? Where the hell's the digging?
Apparently, in the original game, you use the shovel to find the ocarina.
Yeah, like in this
and you have to
area.
give the shovel away.
Oh.
So we actually, the one check we could do with the shovel is where we get the ocarina.
Oh, right there. Right there. Where we get the heart piece. There we go.
No, you're supposed to be able to offer the...
Or I got a heart container. Yeah, I got a heart container right in this dig spot right here.
I guess that's it.
Now, are you saying we can go back to the pyramid and we can throw stuff in the pyramid and we can get stuff?
You get them... There is a...
Oh, but there was just 2 chests, Michael, so I'm assuming it was just 2 chests that they gave me.
Oh, yeah, because the, Yeah, the Pyramid Fairy... Yeah, Michael, what they did is instead of those 2 checks being dependent on those 2 other items...
That's probably why I don't have it as a check to do.
They just put 2 chests in that room. Because the one, they're labeled as Pyramid Fairy, left and right. So that's what
it was. Arrows. It was arrows and then the B.
Yes, yep. And that's what it is in the log. So
perfect.
That's correct.
All right, so now we're going to the palace in the... or the Palace of Darkness or whatever it is.
Yes. So, I guess we do our tier list now to make
right.
sure we get through it.
Just one last thing at Pokemon.
Oh, sure.
I hope it doesn't set a precedent that they can just ignore these things. I think that Game Freak and Pokemon Company and Nintendo should constantly be striving to make Pokemon better. But goddamn, good job.
Hopefully they use it as... Hopefully that Nintendo gives them more budget or people or whatever so that they can do better in the future. Hopefully that's what the result is.
I just want to... I mean, I haven't even played it, but everyone's seeming to love it. Good job on making just out of your comfort zone, making something a little new, something a little different, and just absolutely fucking killing it.
And
this is what we wanted. This is everything that we were hoping we would get with a new Pokemon game. It's something that was fun to play, still Pokemon to its nature, but different. Now let's polish it.
It's as hard as you want it to be. It has the other stuff too. Is that I think this has to be the recipe for the future. It's a game that doesn't feature every Pokemon,
which is fine.
Which is good. There's too many Pokemon now. There's too many Pokemon.
Okay, we're gonna get a little divided on this because at this point, yeah, I understand there's almost 1,000 of them, but at the same time, it's like for the way that they do their games, it shouldn't be that fucking hard to put them in.
But what my opinion here is that there's too many, so we need to start making some cuts. And number 2, the game you can have a few new Pokemon. But, like, at this point, we can't have a rate of 100 to 150 new Pokemon every time. They're not going to be able to keep making them that good.
And you know
so
what?
They do need to start cutting back on how many they give us.
Fine.
And
I tell you what. Don't give us any new Pokemon. Make them look better. Upgrade all of it.
Yeah.
Do it all. Give us all of them. Just make them look way nicer. Better models, more animations, things like that. And then we can start having the conversation about needing new Pokemon. Because really, the thing that Pokemon doesn't need is more Pokemon. We really don't. We have plenty. We need better looking Pokemon.
Yeah, I think that they gave some alternate forms, which I'm totally cool with.
Yeah.
To a bunch of Pokemon. They gave a handful of new evolutions, which I'm also totally cool with. Ooh, what? You have a monkey now.
Let's be teamwork, exactly.
But yeah, all said and done, I think that they produced something really good.
Beep.
And
yeah, I remember this dungeon. Or I remember that part at least. I don't know if I remember the dungeon. Oh, I remember the dungeon. Maybe.
I am eager to see if they do wind up doing DLC for Arceus. I could see them adding a new...
And I tell you what, if they do a DLC and it's nicer than, or like if they really have started to polish it, then I have really high hopes for the next one.
Yeah, so there's spoilers, mild. there are 5 regions that you get to explore.
That's fine. It's kind of like Monster Hunter Stories.
There are 5 regions.
I mean, because really, this game is kind of Monster Hunter-like.
They could add another region, I assume. That would be the easiest thing to do.
Yeah, sure. Same thing.
Say, there was an island that we couldn't get to before.
We were waiting on building a ship or whatever.
Now we have a boat or whatever, and we can go to this new island, and you can have some little mini storyline that's related to whatever. Sure. Or whatever. So, like, that would be an easy thing for them to do. Add a handful of new Pokemon. What I do also really like is the game features basically all of the Pokemon you find in Gen 4 naturally, because you're in the same place in the past.
Mm-hmm.
But not all of them. And so...
Evolution.
Or, sorry. But they also
transition, migration, all this fun stuff. Sorry.
They also include other Pokemon. So, for example, you can get... what's something that you can get really early that's not a spoiler? Petalil. Petalil is not a Gen 4 Pokemon, it's a Gen 5 Pokemon, but you can find them, and they're available really early, and so there are nice little surprises like that.
I'm having flashbacks because I remember this dungeon.
Oh, I remember this room. Yeah.
It sucks.
I love these guys. They're fun. But yeah, they include other Pokemon, so there's always this like nice little surprise of a Pokemon that you maybe weren't expecting.
Fuck. There we go, got it.
So that's fun. Anyways.
Yeah, I'm very hopeful. Please, Game Freak Nintendo, just keep doing better. Just pretty please. Take the hype that Arceus has seen and the good sales and translate it into maybe there is a demand for something a little new and a little better. And there absolutely is.
I think if you boot up that game, I genuinely think in the first 5 minutes you're going to be like, oh, something interesting that that you weren't expecting.
And that's great. That's fantastic. Because that's exactly what I mean. From a new Pokemon game, I should be kind of, but still, there's still some modern day gaming stuff that they have yet to figure out. Yeah. We've complained about it before when Sword and Shield came out. It's just like at this point, it's not. There's really no good excuse. You can try and say all the things, but at this point, it's like there are indie games that look 10 times better than Pokemon and are doing all of these things. The Pokemon Company is the #1 brand in the entire fucking world. Get it together.
Yeah, I totally agree. They absolutely should have the bar set higher for them, but I think that...
at the same time, why though? Because they keep selling...
No, you jumped down. There were bombable walls up there.
Oh, we can get back up there.
But yeah, I agree. It 100% should do better, but at the same time...
don't sacrifice.
This was such a good step in a good direction that.
But don't sacrifice the polish that everybody likes. So
yeah, clearly that was lost here. There are some. I guess I want to say there's performance issues. I think a lot of people interpret that to mean like frame rate issues, which is actually it's the opposite. It actually is very stable, frame rate wise. But
it's only like 5 frames.
It's higher up. You actually might be able to get it from the stairs across.
Oh, Blah, did you play it modded? Really interesting.
But yeah, go up the stairs and then hookshot down to the chest.
Did that work? Didn't work. Interesting. I was trying to oh wait, no, that did work. I'm stupid.
Yeah.
I'm silly. I don't know what I was thinking there. Okay. We can go this way. We can go this way. Very cool. Okay. Anyway, so that's what we have to say on that. We have a tier list to do, don't we?
Yes, we do. I'm just making sure you didn't die in that room. All right.
Yeah, we're fine. We're fine.
We have gotten 2 tier lists done already.
Huh?
With some similarities. So, tonight, I will admit, this one I came up with this idea like 20 minutes before stream.
Oh, okay.
Because I have a bunch of really good ideas, but I'm gonna save them for the Twilight Princess series because it's gonna be a little longer, and some of them are gonna be ones where we like follow a thread of similar tier lists over a few episodes.
Oh boy.
So,
Owie. Look at all the money. Look at all the money.
We are ranking eyes.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Every fucking week, I'm like, all right, what nonsense does Joe have me on today? All right, kid, what do we got?
So, to start with, just like regular human eyes.
Specific color or just human eyeballs?
Just like a human eye, just a normal human eye.
I mean, from a quote-unquote evolution perspective, aren't our eyes like absolute shit compared to other animals?
I mean, compared to some animals, but they're significantly better than many other animals.
I guess that's true.
We don't have like 16 color vision like the mantis shrimp.
Yeah, true.
But
Damn
we also
mantis shrimp.
have 3 colors, which is way better than a dog's 2.
So, anyway, human eyes, they're fine. They're an A. Some of them are pretty. It's fine.
All right.
I don't know how to feel.
All right. Black eyes.
Excuse me, what?
Like getting a black eye.
But like, I haven't had one. Those suck. They're F tier. I haven't had a black eye in.
Yeah, they can be bad. I didn't say all these things were good. You can hookshot those blocks, so you can go on the left side of that platform and then hookshot down.
You know, like.
Oh, or you can just push the block. That also works.
Yeah, black eyes suck. They're a big old solid F tier.
I only have D tier, unfortunately.
All right, fine. D tier is where it'll be.
All right, your third eye.
Are you talking about my butthole, or are you talking about the theoretical third eye? Not the brown eye. All right, so
not the brown eye. No.
The theoretical open your third eye.
Yes. To like sense more. You're supposed to hookshot up.
So I'm TN basically.
Based on that arrow that was pointing up.
I just got it. I don't. What do you want?
Go back. Go to the right and go up. And then there, literally on the ground, is an arrow.
Yeah. But I don't need to go there.
I mean, I guess fair.
I don't need to go there.
Okay, fine. I guess.
There's no guessing. I don't.
We're doing dungeons out of order. It's confusing.
It is confusing. I don't disagree.
All right. So your third eye.
I mean, it's all theoretical, right? Like, is it technically a theoretical
I don't know if
thing?
it's theoretical. I think it is a concept. That concept may or may not be useful for some people.
I guess theoretical isn't actually the word. I forgot that took me to the fucking beginning of the dungeon. So
Hypothetical, maybe?
Yeah, hypothetical is more the word. It's a funny concept for the haha funny man. I don't know. It's isn't it also like kind of a I don't want to say religious concept, but well, I don't know, because whatever the Indian religion is besides Buddhists.
From Wikipedia, the third eye is a mystical and esoteric concept of a speculative, invisible eye, usually depicted as located on the forehead, which provides perception beyond ordinary sight.
Yeah, I know what it is.
In Indian spiritual traditions, the third eye refers to the Ajna or brow chakra.
Yeah. See? Man, Indian, I knew it was up. Let's fucking go. It's a neat thing, but it's, it's also... Oh, god damn it, I fell. It's also just not... I don't know. Unless it's TN. Yeah, we'll say B tier.
Okay. Now next...
It's not the shotgun gun, that's a different eye. But if that's not on here, I'm gonna be a little pissed.
All of these things have eye in the name.
Oh my god.
So the next is your mind's eye.
You see into my mind's eye.
So this would be... Sometimes the third eye is called the mind's eye, but this would be more about, like, your ability to see things in your imagination.
Oh, isn't there a thing about there's people in the world who don't have an inner monologue?
There's everything from...
And so they can't hear themselves think?
There's people that don't monologue, that don't think in words. There are people that don't have photographic memories. Like, there's all sorts of stuff like that.
Oh, is that the upgrade? That's silver arrows.
Oh, really? What does that do?
I don't know.
I don't know what Link to the Past silver arrows
Does it just give us more damage? I think it just gives us more damage.
The silver arrows probably are used for more like one specific...
It's probably light arrow equivalent.
Oh, they are the equivalent of... You need them to kill Ganon.
Yeah, it's the light arrow equivalent.
Yes. Okay, your mind's eye.
I mean, I'm going to put him the same as the third eye, I guess, because it really does... It's just kind of... It is what it is.
Yeah, one of the thing I saw when I was trying to figure out if these were the same thing or not was that, generally speaking, the third eye is about sensing things outside of yourself, and the mind's eye is about inside of yourself, if that makes sense.
I guess that makes sense, yeah.
The mind's eye is about internal and the images in your brain, whereas the third eye is about sensing or experiencing things outside of you that are not seen or heard or whatever.
Giggity.
Okay, so next we have compound eyes.
What?
Like what flies have.
They're creepy.
I mean, sure, but they're also functional.
Yeah, but not insanely functional. You see like 18 of the same thing.
Compound eyes. Crustaceans also have them.
Really? I actually didn't know that. I did not know that.
Well, I mean, it makes sense because crustaceans and some bugs are actually pretty closely related, and some things that you think are bugs are actually crustaceans. Like, it's like silverfish or something like that, or actually crustaceans or something like that. I can't remember.
Not a bug?
Well, bug is a different, highly fraught term. It may consist of 1,000 Ommatidia, which are tiny independent photoreception units that each consist of a cornea, lens, and photoreceptor cells. So they are all tiny little simple eyes.
I need to get back up there.
And they have poor image resolution, but they have a large view angle and are good at detecting movement.
Yeah, we're gonna go with C because they're not the best thing.
Okay. Now I have the eye of a needle.
Oh, fuck those things. Those things are impossible.
By the way, for the red guy, you can get up close to him, and then you can spin it. You can spin attack.
Can you?
You just can't be facing him. So you have to face away from him, I believe.
No,
so
you
get
can't.
right
You
close.
can't. You can't hurt him with a sword at all. He's only bow and arrow.
You're hitting him from the side. You're not hitting him from the back.
I still think he's only bow and arrow though.
Get right next to him and then turn away from him.
Anyway, I just hit him with one arrow and he died.
I mean, sure.
I was
Yeah,
pretty sure he's only bow and arrow.
All right, yeah, the eye of a needle.
Fine. They kind of suck to thread to do, which actually I've never really had a problem with them, but some people have.
I mean, I have definitely done it before and had no problems, and I've also had that one time where you just can't get it no matter what you do.
Yeah, like B tier is fine, I guess.
Above or below your mind's eye and third eye.
Above? Yeah, above. Sure.
All right, and this one's for strategy. I've got the London Eye, which is the Ferris wheel.
Oh.
The big Ferris wheel that it's like one of the main London landmarks. Maybe it is, Michael. Maybe you have to go check the Discord channel and do your own. There's a link and everything in the channel on Discord.
He doesn't use Discord much. Oh no, we don't have... Uh-oh. We don't have a key. Oh shit.
What else? Can you go back? Can you throw a bomb over that wall?
Oh, I might be able to throw a bomb.
Michael, I don't know that. I don't know how you operate.
Aha, I can. Oh, thank God. Okay. Yep.
Not close enough.
Aha. Got it. Okay. We're good. Whew, I didn't have a key. Run away. I still ran into it like an idiot.
The London Eye Ferris wheel.
I don't like heights, but it is really pretty of a structure.
It's lit up nicely. It's on like a pier or over the river.
I'll give this an S tier just because it is a really cool looking thing. All right, we have to go back to the beginning thing now.
Yeah. Oh, is it like that early bombable wall you missed?
Shit. Yeah, that's the last chest.
You can always save warp to get to the beginning.
I could just get to the beginning.
There you go.
From like right over here.
Okay, so the next thing I have is Red Eye, specifically the effect from like cameras that you don't really see anymore because like every camera has it built in to get rid of it.
Yeah, but it looks terrible. Have you seen 90s photos? They're terrible.
Yeah, I know.
They're really bad.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Red Eye sucks. It's a big old D tier.
It is kind of funny.
It's funny now that YouTubers are using it in like a pog face, and it actually is like something people think is funny.
All right, the next would be Red Eye, but like a flight.
Oh, I never had to catch the Red Eye, but I'm assuming that they're insanely useful. So,
have I ever done? What's the latest I've flown? I have flown. I've gotten home pretty late, but I've never done a Red Eye, like a true, like overnight, middle of the night flight. I've had flights that get in late or leave early, but I've never had a flight that was like at 2 a.m. or whatever, or midnight or anything like that.
But they are helpful for those that probably need it. So I'd probably say S tier. You know, they're just they're helpful.
Above or below the London Eye?
Well, probably below. You know,
below.
Fine.
Okay. Interestingly, both Thundeer and Kitty had Red Eye flights as their number one.
I'm sure they're probably. I mean, they are useful.
And especially if you're a night person, like they're never full. That's sort of the goal with them.
Yeah.
Kitty. All right. Next, I have the song "Eye of the Tiger" by Survivor.
The song is okay. It's not my favorite song. It's grown on me. I thought it was overdone a lot because it still is. Let's be real. It's a very overdone song.
I played it in pep band in high school. Who knows how many times?
I think we'll still put it in like a C tier just because it is kind of it's fine. It's a decent song, but man, it sure is like, whew.
All right, now I have just like actual tiger eyes.
Like an actual, like the gem or an actual tiger's eye.
No, I mean like eyes of tigers.
I love tigers. They're my favorite. They're my favorite animal.
I actually don't know. I do not know if tigers have good eyesight. Tigers.
They have pretty good eyesight.
They have good night vision, but they don't have good color vision. Makes sense. They're like nighttime hunters. Basically they have normal like mammal eyes like human eyes, except for interestingly, they do not have the weird cat eye like oval, or do they have that? I don't think they do. It's certainly not in my picture.
Either way, I love tigers, so it's gonna be an S tier regardless.
Because cat eyes have that weird. They have like the vertical slit.
Yeah.
But I don't think I'm not sure tiger eyes have that.
There's a zookeeper that's on TikTok, and she takes care of tigers, and it gives me life.
Yeah, they, as from what I can tell, tigers do not have the vertical slit eyes that regular house cats do. Which I would have assumed they had the same, but no, they don't. Interesting. Did you know that moose have horizontal?
I did not know that, and that's very weird.
Either moose or reindeer, or both. They have horizontal pupils for basically the exact opposite reason.
Moose are predators. It's true.
For basically the exact opposite reason that, well, it's because they're prey. Like, cats have vertical eye slits because it helps them with hunting and stuff.
Yeah.
And moose have horizontal eye slits because it helps with similar, but like in the opposite direction. Anyways, okay. So you like tigers, so S tier?
Yeah, I love
the London Eye.
I love tigers.
Above
my favorite animal.
Fights.
Yep, above everything.
All right. We have the Eye of Providence, also known as the All-Seeing Eye.
The All-Seeing Eye?
The one on the back of the dollar bill.
Oh.
The Illuminati.
The Illuminati! Yeah, I don't give a fuck about that thing.
I mean, it's not actually associated with the Illuminati, right? No,
everyone associates it with the Illuminati.
Right, the Eye of Providence / the All-Seeing Eye / the All-Seeing Eye of God, meant to represent divine providence, whereby the Eye of God watches over humanity. It's on the $1 bill. It's on the blah blah blah.
I mean, it's a funny meme,
but it shows up in a lot of other. A few other countries have it on a few other sort of like official-ish symbols and whatever. And the Freemasons, yeah, they do have it in some of their iconography as well.
I remember this guy! I gotta, like, crack his thing.
This guy is actually in, I believe, he's in Link Between Worlds. I believe, just, like, straight up.
Gotta crack his skull, right? Do I have to bomb it? I hit the first part with a hammer. I thought I had to do... Because this is the hammer dungeon.
It's the hammer dungeon. I think you just hammer it a lot.
But I hammered it once already, and it didn't do anything.
Maybe you have to hit it more? I don't know.
Bombing is easier. Okay, we'll bomb it then. Can I use the bomb medallion?
I have no idea.
Let's try.
I don't think that'll do anything.
It did not.
Yes, bombs or hammer, that's it. For now, then it'll be other stuff.
It does not like the frames. Ha! Ooh, ow. Oh man, it really does not like the fact that there is things flying across the screen.
Yeah, I'm noticing that.
He won't stay fucking still.
Alright, the Eye of Providence.
There we go. I don't care about the Illuminati and all that stuff. It doesn't matter to me. So like, oh wow, one shot to his dome and he's dead. I think it's all a bunch of hoax and a bunch of ridiculousness, but at the same time, why else is our country all fucked up? So let's say C tier.
C tier. We've got Eye of the Tiger and Compound Eyes. Which is it better than?
Better than Compound Eyes.
Alright. Okay, now we've got the Eye of a Hurricane.
Ooh, these are cool. This is S tier type thing. I think Eye of a Hurricane is very interesting. What did I get for the other thing besides that?
Besides the heart container?
Did I get a heart container? Is that what it was?
Yes. I didn't actually see. I don't know if it was a container or a piece. It looks like it was a piece.
Yeah, was it a piece? No, it was a container because I don't have any pieces.
Right, you had 3 pieces earlier tonight.
Okay. I think it's an S tier thing. I think it's a very cool thing of science and nature and stuff. I think it's very, very neat.
Above Tiger Eyes, London Eye, or what?
It's not above Tiger Eyes. It could be above other stuff. Not above Tiger Eyes, but
above everything else.
Everything else. Sorry, I have some friends who are trying to contact me.
maybe they're just gonna have to wait.
Well, we have some. I can kind of explain, I guess. Well, maybe it'll bring the podcast down a bit. So we'll do it afterwards.
Fair enough.
I need to go north now. It's not Yu-Gi-Oh related. It's some other stuff related.
We have the PlayStation Eye.
What? Oh, the camera, the old camera, the old PS3
From
camera.
The PS3 camera, the PlayStation
dude.
Eye.
I saw some stuff with the PlayStation Eye, so I like this thing. This is like
I do not know what it was for or used for. Or
well, okay,
what.
so we're gonna bring it back to card games because PlayStation 3 made a card game that uses the PlayStation Eye. And you would play the card game, and it would, you'd play the card game, and it would make a card, you'd play the card game. Game flopped, but the PlayStation Eye was used for video chats with your friends. So being a teenage boy with a PS3 in his room...
You did sexy calls with people over PlayStation 3.
No! No! I legally cannot say.
I'm so confused. If it's not video chatting with somebody...
I need you to think about what age I was, sir.
Yeah. You're either sending or receiving videos.
And I legally cannot say anything.
Okay.
Oh, like Joe gets it. Woof.
I don't understand how it wouldn't be one of those two things.
How would it not be one of those two things? But you cannot say that because it was at an age where you're not supposed to do those things, Joe.
Okay. Yeah, but also statutes of limitations exist.
I know.
So a pop-up, it does not a law make.
The FBI wants to know your location.
All right, did you say you wanted it S tier for
Yeah, hell yeah, baby. I mean, I did the things that all kids, horny teenagers my age did. So
I did not ever send or receive any videos that might be explicit as a teenager. So, fair enough. It sounds like you had... I was a bad ideas.
Yeah. I was schmoovin', baby. This was way better like 12 years ago.
I see. All right.
I was charming. I was way better looking. I was not fat.
Something tells me you were maybe two of those things.
Not fat and charming?
I'm not entirely sure you were charming, but who am I to judge?
I am a charming boy when I want to be. Most of the time, I don't care. It's so easy to charm people. You just talk about them. Super simple.
All right. Well, next up, you have to rank the Eye of Horus.
Oh, yo, I love mythology. We're going to put this in A tier. I like mythology stuff, but it's not enough to be an S tier because it's Egyptian and I don't really care that much. Because I like Greek better, but it's still cool.
Above or below Human Eyes?
Ooh, we're going to put them above, though. That's a good point. Yeah.
Okay.
We got to go all the way north. How the fuck am I doing this?
Next, we have Hawkeye.
I love Hawkeye! But he's also kind of lame. But the new show was really, really good.
Miniseries.
We're gonna put him in A, and we'll put him above Human Eyes probably.
Okay. All right. Next is the Hawkeye, which from Twilight Princess, which you haven't played. So it's the only Zelda game that has the Hawkeye item to my knowledge. But I'll tell you now what it does. It lets you zoom in and have crosshairs when you're using the bow.
Well, that sounds pretty nice.
And also, you can use it on its own, just as
That sounds very useful.
You can use it just as a telescope. Also, you can use it by itself, but you can put it on your bow, and it allows you to zoom in very far and have crosshairs. And I think you shoot more accurately too.
Well, because I haven't played it, I'm gonna put it in C tier because I haven't played it. But it does sound great to have.
It is very good.
I will say it sounds wonderful.
It's not hard to get, and it's easy, and like it doesn't. Twilight Princess doesn't have magic, so you can just use it. Like you just have it, and you could just use it. The only thing I don't like about it is the UI for it is kind of like the telescope in Wind Waker, where like you have most of your screen is black, and then you have this circle that you can see.
It like shrinks your field of view down.
Yeah, so it is a little annoying from that perspective, just because like you may not want to have it equipped all the time, but it can be really useful in a pinch for specific stuff. So, all right, next I have Bird's Eye chilies.
Oh, those are the really spicy tiny ones.
They're like Thai small, but like spicy enough. But you also like you can eat them. Like they're not like the Szechuan peppers or stuff that you would like. They're made in the cooking process, or you use them to cook, but then you don't eat them. You do usually still eat these if they're cut up in your food. But yeah, they're the tiny.
I like them because they're pretty. I think they're on almost the same Scoville unit or Scoville rating as habaneros. They're like slightly below, I think.
We have a big bag of them in our freezer, and every now and then when I like make ramen, I will pull one of them out, cut it up, kind of scrape away a few of the seeds. I'll just throw it in my ramen, which is really tasty because they keep in the freezer for basically ever. They're a little less spicy now, but like, eh.
Yeah, because once they like freeze thaw, they don't.
Yeah,
they don't.
But they're still good. So I'll put like, because they're not as spicy anymore, I'll only use like 2 of them.
They have a great flavor.
Yeah, a fresh one you would not even really want to use one for that small a bowl of food.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, Bird's Eye chilies.
I like them a lot because I think they have a way better taste. Because I think a habanero's taste is actually not very good.
It's like okay. It's not great.
It's very mediocre compared to other things you can get for the same like kind of Scoville unit.
It's a little too bitter.
I like having the chilies more because it's the same heat, but way better taste. But that being said, it's like the thing about we'll put them in A tier probably. Put them in the bottom of A tier.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, that's good, I think.
Now we have the Cat's Eye Nebula.
Oh, I like space.
I mean, I do too.
I like space. I'm gonna put that in S tier.
Hey, do you know what the Cat's Eye Nebula looks like?
I might.
You can Google it. It
I might
very readily.
But I'm not 100%, so we're gonna look.
Yeah, it comes up very readily. It will take you 4 seconds.
Cat's Eye Nebula. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, it's a pretty iconic one. You see it a lot.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I figured this out based context clues. I actually didn't know what that thing was actually called. I just knew it was a nebula. The
Cat's Eye Nebula is...
I know of this nebula. I never knew that's exactly its name.
Oh, I see.
And I figured, I was like, oh, I know of a bunch of nebula. Because, like, you know, there's like the Horse Nebula and stuff. The one that has
Horse Head is the other really, really commonly...
It's the very, very, very popular one. Yes. So I know of that one, and then I know of this one because of Hubble and stuff, but I didn't know this one actually... I didn't know the Horse Head was called a Horse Head until, like, a year ago.
Oh, okay. That's funny.
I was just like, yeah, it's the cool puffy cloud nebula.
Interesting, this one is not... The Cat's Eye is not one of the messier objects, which is interesting. I thought it was. The messier objects are the ones that are known by, like, M followed by a number. And that was like one dude found and cataloged a bunch of these just like various objects in the night sky. And like some of them are galaxies, some of them are nebula. They were all just like things that were blurry in his telescope that he thought looked interesting. And I thought the Cat's Eye Nebula was one of them, but it's not. It appears that they were mostly galaxies, except for a few others.
Did you ever get a telescope when you were a kid? Like for...
Yeah, little ones.
For like your birthday or something like that?
I had, I believe at one point, a probably like an $80 telescope. So like,
I got like $20 one.
Like something that like definitely had a tripod and was good enough to make out, like you could look at Saturn and see the rings, which is like, to be clear, not that powerful of a telescope.
I barely...
Like it was on a tripod and probably had, 3 or 4 mirrors.
Nope. nothing close to that.
Well, maybe only 2, I guess. Lens, and then usually another lens, and then and then like 1 or 2 mirrors. And then
can I go to the light world and then dick around and
trying
do?
to go to?
I need to go up north.
We're trying to get to Misery Mire or Turtle Rock.
We can't do Misery Mire yet.
Then it's got to be Turtle Rock.
Turtle. We can't do Turtle Rock yet.
Then I don't know what you're talking about because we've done every other dungeon.
Well, there's a couple checks up there for things
Oh.
for some, but I still need to go up that way.
Then you should probably do that in the light world. Or I guess let me look up the link to the past dark world portal locations. There is. I want to see them on a map, please. That's the forest. Is the top left or the top right?
There.
Top left is the forest.
It's basically top center is where that's where I need to be, is in the top center. But I think I just have to walk there, and we have to go through. I wish I could go to the light world, go to the town, and then go up that way. I think is the best way to do it.
Yeah, so like north of the pyramid. Right?
Yeah. We're just gonna go here.
Yeah. Alright.
I figured it out. I remembered.
Cat's
We're
Eye
good.
Nebula, I need a rating. It's probably going to be S tier.
Yeah, I said S tier already.
But where?
Oh, I forgot about the where. Where's the hurricane?
Agamotto. The Carina Nebula. What's the Carina Nebula?
The Eye of Agamotto, huh? Man, you are really just like pulling shit just from crazy.
I came up with all of these in less than 10 minutes. So, like, go me. Man, 15 minutes. Oh, the Carina Nebula is really, really cool. I have seen that one before.
This is, if I remember correctly, this is Doctor Strange, right?
Yes. It is, in the comics, it's very slightly different, but in the... I believe the movie Doctor Strange combined the Time Stone with the Eye. The Eye was always a very powerful mystical object that Doctor Strange had, and they just made it into the Time Stone this time in the movies.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I believe that's technically how it works.
But I like Doctor Strange. I think he's kind of cool. He's kind of an asshole of a guy, but like he's still funny, and I think he's entertaining at least. So there's that part. So
it is always Doctor Strange's amulet. In the comics, it's his amulet.
Explain his powers. They're strange.
There
you go, Kitty. I explained them. Are you happy? Let's say... Oh, God, don't get me started on Superman. I fucking hate Superman.
Yeah, in the comics, the Eye of Agamotto is just a powerful MacGuffin that they can do whatever they want with. In the movies, they explicitly made it the Time Stone.
Interesting. I didn't know that, actually. I never really read up on Doctor Strange much. I just knew of Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
I like the portrayal of Doctor Strange in the comics or in the Marvel cinematic universe.
I think Benedict Cumberbatch did a great job. I think that he's a very compelling superhero.
Man, where would I put him though?
Well, you're ranking the Eye itself, so
I know, but I have to like consider that with like where would I put anything related? Because I put Hawkeye in A tier, right?
You did.
I'd probably have to do
High up in A tier too.
I'd probably have to put him. I'll probably have to put him in A tier as well.
Above or below Hawkeye? or above and below the human eye, bird's eye chilies, or
Man,
the eye forest,
I want to say
top.
I initially want to say above Hawkeye, but the new Hawkeye Disney Plus thing just was so much fun that I kind of don't want to put it. Can I put them in the same spot?
No.
I'm gonna put them below. I'm gonna put them right below Hawkeye.
Okay. All right. All right. Next is Mr. Eye, which is the big eyeball enemies from Mario 64. The ones that you run around.
Oh, and you spin them, and then they just. Those are fun. They're a B tier enemy though. They're just kind of meh.
All right. Eye of the Needle, and then Third Eye and Mind's Eye.
Above Eye of the Needle. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now we have Private Eyes.
Because we use those so much nowadays.
Private investigators are still used.
Uh,
People still hire them.
I guess that's true, but I mean,
You have shot across.
Yeah, I know. Do I? But do I hire them? So they're like, we're gonna say they're C tier because I'm sure
Use
people.
the cloak.
I'm sure. Yeah, we've been here. I
don't know if you have to go through this to get to where you're going. I do not recall.
This was a check that I was double making sure that we had, which we do. Okay. So now we need to go up.
Okay. Private investigators.
Yeah, C tier is fine.
C tier, Eye of the Tiger, the All-Seeing Eye, Compound Eyes, and the Hawkeye.
Bottom of C tier.
Bottom of C tier. All right. And finally, Queer Eye.
For the straight guy? I gotta say, the new season is very wonderful. The show in general is pretty wonderful. I know it, and a lot of people really enjoy it, but there was my wife loves to watch it, and it's just really just they do so many nice things for so many people. There's one I watched where this lady runs this like clinic church or clinic thing or whatever, but she has no time for her, like she basically barely has time to do that, plus you know her family life and stuff, and then all this stuff, and then they did a bunch of stuff for her and tell her she can still be beautiful. It's just really uplifting. It's a really good positive show.
It is definitely, for a show that's geared at makeovers and such, it's definitely geared at the more positive side of making people feel better.
Yeah.
And it's not like a you look bad and need to look better. It's like a
you look bad and you should feel bad.
It's about it's about like
it's about body acceptance. It's about
expressing yourself better. It's not about making yourself look hotter or whatever. It's just about expressing yourself better.
Yeah, it's a really just very wonderful show. I have to say, I will have to put it in S tier.
Okay. Tiger Eyes, Cat's Eye Nebula, Hurricane Eye, PlayStation Eye, London Eye, Red Eye Flight.
We'll put it above the PlayStation Eye.
Okay. And that's it. That is...
Yeah. If you haven't watched the show and you just kind of want to put something on the background that is also entertaining, it's a very good show to have on. I think we're in a space in a world where we can say that kind of thing, right?
All right, let's see here. Download image and post on Discord.
Yay!
Come on. Ah, much better. All right, there we go. You did it. You evaluated all of the different eyes.
Yay, Mom, did I win a prize? Mom, please. I need this for my YouTube channel.
Michael, how does Titus get where he's going?
I know where I'm going.
You do? All right. If you say so. If you say so.
Those Octoroks?
Octoroks? No, they're the little octopus guys that shoot stuff at you.
How are those not Octoroks?
If it was, I did not see it for long enough. Oh, maybe those are... They look different.
Look at them. They look like fucking Octoroks.
Okay, those might be Octoroks.
Google it. Google it. That's just a fucking Octorok.
I was expecting them to look like the Twilight or the Link's Awakening ones.
Those are the Dark World versions of Octoroks?
Maybe that's what it is.
Ah! He scares me! No! Come out of the bushes! Toss rocks, toss items, toss cookies.
Yeah, I'm used to the Light World ones. The Dark World ones, I guess, are different. Or wait, no, what was this? Slarok. They're Slaroks.
But they're basically Octoroks, but
they're functionally Octoroks, but yeah, they're called Slaroks or Slaroks. And they are only in Link to the Past, Link Between Worlds, and Triforce Heroes.
The fuck is Triforce Heroes?
It's the like multiplayer, not really a Zelda game story. It's very weird.
Oh, I have to toss something in there.
I was gonna say, yeah, this.
Because that's the toss.
Don't you have to like open up a waterfall or something like that?
Well, this if
yeah.
That didn't work. I had to toss that skull in there, but I broke the skull because I'm stupid.
If you go to the Light World and Dark World, does it reset? Or can you throw a bomb in there? I wouldn't think so. Can you throw a cane block?
No, that's fine. I threw the little
Oh, the bush.
Yeah, I threw the bush in there.
Yeah.
Heart container. Well, heart piece, I guess. All right. There's only one check, right?
Well, I don't know. What are you at?
It was the catfish stones.
Dark World. Catfish one. That's it. Yeah, just the one.
Okay. All right. Now we only have a couple more places left to go. So.
If I recall, let me.
Oh, I have to be standing still.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, those guys are Octoroks. That's what I was expecting. They're like red with a round back. That's the 2D Octoroks I'm familiar with.
So fine, baby. So, some other video game news that we haven't talked about yet is Sony acquiring Bungie after Blizzard Activision happened.
Which is weird. Does Bungie still... I know they don't do Halo anymore, but do they still do Destiny? Is that still them?
There's a Destiny 2 expansion coming out soon.
Oh, I thought Destiny 2 was done being developed.
No. No. That game is apparently still fucking going.
Jeez, I thought maybe they would have like more content events, but not like...
No, they have a whole full expansion coming.
But nothing paid, yeah. Interesting.
No, all of the expansions of Destiny are you have to pay for.
Right, I would have assumed that they would have had maybe events and stuff going on.
Oh, that's what you mean. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Like
sorry,
seasonal
my bad.
or timed or what have you. But I didn't think there was any paid content still coming out for Destiny 2.
I mean, if it's still making money, I guess. I don't really know, man. I don't know I guess the how many people? Concurrent players. Concurrent players is the word I'm looking for. I don't know if there's still that many. I mean, I guess those numbers are on Steam. We could probably see, but I'm sure Destiny 2 is more of a console game than it is a PC game. Then again, maybe I don't know. I don't know.
On Steam, I see that in the last 30 days, there were 52,000 concurrent players on average.
That doesn't seem like a lot, but it's also a lot.
It basically, what I see is
But that's just Steam.
Yeah, what I basically see is it's this like cyclical thing where they will gain a bunch from presumably some sort of event or content package. So they'll have like 1 month where they gain a bunch, and then they will have a couple months where they lose, and then they'll have a month where they gain a bunch, and they'll have a couple like it's basically every third month they will sort of regain a bunch of app concurrent players, and then the next few months they will lose those.
Does it give you a peek on that?
And more.
And show and tell you what the peak was at least?
On release, yeah, it has the whole, this is per month, and it's only been out since October of 2019, so there's really not that many rows in this table. When it first released, they had 165,000
just on Steam.
On Steam alone.
That's doesn't seem like a lot. So I'm assuming most of their player base is probably console based.
Yeah, because that's basically, it was 165,000 on release week, and then it's down to 50,000 now. Let's see what this one says on mmopopulation.com.
Do I use the cape here? Yes. God, that sure drains magic fast. Excuse me? Oh, I can still do that. Okay. Whew.
It would appear that, based on what I'm... That isn't...
Okay. Alright, sure.
It would appear that they just had a major slump, but then also... What did you just get? I didn't even see.
Fucking bombs.
Oh. It would appear that they had a big slump, but they're like sort of rebounding a bit. Honestly, it looks pretty stable on this website called mmopopulation.com.
mmopopulation.com.
It seems like it's actually been like fairly stable-ish.
I don't know if mirror works in caves, but I just walked across it anyway.
That's funny.
I ain't no bitch. Ad sponsored. That's funny. That's very funny.
Yeah.
I guess it's interesting because we've talked about this in Discord and stuff. Is like, or we talked about it last time with Activision and Blizzard. It was like Sony is the single player experience, and Microsoft is absolutely going for the multiplayer experience. But now they've acquired Bungie, which is definitely a bit of both, where it has the Halo games were multiplayer, and then there was, Destiny that is multiplayer and stuff.
I will say, what I saw online was that I think you're supposed to go to the light world inside that ring.
I need to go this way.
Oh. That big ring on the ground. I think
there's
a light world.
No, actually, no. I remember where I need to go now.
I don't know if you need to go for the thing you're trying to do specifically.
No, that thing in the center is the
like
portal back to the dark world.
Oh, you're in the light world right now.
I'm in the dark world right now. Hold on, I'll show. We have to go up here though, real quick. Boop.
I've seen generally people saying that, like, for sure, don't even consider them when talking about I think it's okay.
We're fine.
All right, I trust you. Oh, right, the portals. Right, that's what it is.
Yes, there's another portal.
The light world has portals to the dark. I thought the dark world had portals to the light, but no, that's what the mirror is for.
Yes.
No, he's not aiming for another dungeon, I don't believe.
No, there's one other cave where we can go and get some stuff real quick.
Yeah, most people seem, this again, kind of like Activision Blizzard, at least as far as the two different companies are concerned, it seems like, probably better for both of them.
Yeah, Bungie went off on themselves from Activision.
As far as the Oh wait, can you do that?
We can't go into Turtle Rock right now.
Because we don't have that tablet or whatever.
Yeah.
That's the one we don't have. But as far as like the sort of monopolistic aspects of it, that people don't like.
Yeah.
Basically, like as far as the two companies are concerned, this does seem like a good, reasonable move.
Yeah.
But also with as much consolidation as is happening, that is scary.
I mean, this is happening across a lot of video game companies in general right now, because there was a tweet from Jeff Keighley about there are more. He wouldn't be surprised if there's more. Wait, let me read the exact tweet.
I think he said that there are definitely more in the works. He obviously was not specific.
He's being very cryptic. Yeah, have heard from multiple people. As you might expect, there are a few other big video game deals in final stages of negotiations. It's going to be an interesting year. So, I mean, I don't know what that entails for everybody, but there's going to be more mergers or more things and more stuff. So
it's weird because at the end of the day, having it. Yeah, the companies that make video game hardware are definitely going to produce their own games. Obviously, I would not expect Nintendo, Microsoft, and Sony to just like not make games. And so they will have development studios, and as such, it will make sense for them to acquire development studios.
Right.
Like that's not particularly weird or upsetting.
No.
But
it's perfectly fine.
It's literally just that it's happening so much.
Yeah. Specifically from Microsoft's standpoint.
That one's really big. But at the same time, Activision Blizzard hasn't been as big a deal the last few years.
I mean, they still produce
Overwatch. That Call of Duty is big. World of Warcraft is less big these days.
Yeah.
Overwatch 2 has been having
kind of dead in the water in a sense.
Tons of delay problems and stuff.
Oh, another shield. Okay.
Oh,
is that the mirror shield?
Oh, that might be the mirror shield. Yeah. Which I know we need for some stuff.
It doesn't give me another check.
It doesn't. It's probably used for. I think it's Turtle Rock, and you can't get in.
Shit. I only have.
So you would need it, but you don't need it.
I only have one more place that I can go for check. I only have one more green place lit up.
The Turtle Rock is not the mirror shield. Is it Misery Mire?
This is where we start going. Did we miss something? Because we might have missed something.
Misery Mire is also not Mirror Shield. I don't know where the Mirror Shield is. Maybe it's Ganon's Tower. Nope. I don't know where the Mirror Shield is. Or what it's used for.
Can I get in here? No. Yep, I need all 7 crystals to enter. And I don't have that.
The mirror shield is found in Turtle Rock. Okay, the thing I was looking at, I looked at the wrong part of the page, I guess.
Oh boy.
You specifically need the boomerang and one more of the tablets.
I'm gonna say we haven't gone to every place that we think we have.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna check for both the boomerang in the spoiler log and
I have a feeling we haven't gone to the
There's a cane, there's a boomerang, and there's a medallion. I am going to check if those are light world or dark world or dungeon. That's all I'm gonna check.
I just want to make sure that we've gone here. I really do. You say we have. I don't not trust you, but I just don't necessarily remember. Oh, we have been here because you have to do the book. Yeah, and then the book moves it. Yeah, we've been here.
What's the bomb medallion called?
I don't know. It's like the Hurly-Whirly Hurricane. That's what I call it. Yeah, we've been here. We beat this dungeon, right? We beat this whole thing? Yeah, we beat this thing. Fuck! Yeah, because it has BMOS shit.
You have the Ether Medallion. What's the other medallions?
So the Misery Mire, TR, Turtle Rock.
The Heroes Medallion and the Quake Medallion? The Quake Medallion is what you need for Turtle Rock. Okay. Okay. So we're missing Quake Medallion, Boomerang, and then one of the canes, right?
Yeah.
Cane of Birna. Okay. Okay. So, here's what I will say. Some of these big items are in Ganon's Tower. One of these items is not in a dungeon.
The only other check I can think of is the Master Shield, or is the Master Sword.
It is not the Master Sword. I don't know what this... It is labeled... Yeah.
We're gonna go up here and check real quick.
I'll look what this is.
Oops.
Oh, this... Oh. Oh, God. What the
We're
heck?
stuck.
This is a tough check. What is this check normally?
Is it something I would have never gotten? Because I'm insane?
I'm going to see what this is in the base game.
Alright, sure. Oh, you stupid dickhole.
This is...
Fake sword. Get the fuck... Oh, you stupid little bitch. Get out of here. There we go. Master Sword. Is there a check here? Nope, because I don't have all 3 medallions. I don't have any green check marks, guys. I don't have any little check boxes at all.
So, in the base game, there's a check that gets you a bottle.
Okay.
Which is this. I certainly don't remember this check at all. So, I'm just gonna tell you how to do this one. Because I don't know. You could definitely do it now. We definitely have not done it, but you may have marked it.
Really?
I have to guess. It depends on where it's listed. In the log, it's listed as part of the Dark World, but you also have to go to the Light World for this too.
Okay, what is it then?
So, go to the Village of Outcasts in the Dark World.
Which is the Dark World, which is where we're at. I just have to be in the Dark World. Okay.
Yes.
So what did I do then?
This is a complicated one. This definitely doesn't seem familiar at all. I definitely did not do this in my playthrough. So yeah, get to the Dark. I'll walk you through it piece by piece.
Okay.
Now...
Oh, we still haven't caught the one guy.
Oh, maybe you haven't in the Kakariko?
Yeah.
You can do that here in a bit.
I don't know if he's still around now that Ganon's, or the one guy's been defeated, and now there's nothing but the I guess moblins or whatever.
I don't remember what he gives you. It's probably just... Is it...
Anyway, let's do this check.
So, in the Village of Outcasts, you need to go to the east side of town.
Okay.
And there is a ruined house.
Oh, is it the bombable house?
I don't know if it's bombable. I just know it's a ruined house on the east side of town.
How far east?
It is in town.
Okay, so it's...
You may have to go inside.
Yeah, I think it's the bombable house. The bombable shack. This one here.
I don't see anything for you to get there, so no.
This one?
I think you need to go further east.
Okay. Oh, sorry. This is the bombable shack right here, where I opened this up and I got something from in here.
Yeah, it's not that.
Okay. Okay. So there's still something that we're missing.
Yes. Keep going east and see if there's a house you can go inside of.
This one? Oh, it'll be a cutscene to go into another area.
I think so. Like, there's a house right there. I don't know if we've been in.
This is the guy who sells the shield.
Okay, not this house.
Okay. Is it outside of town? Like right outside of town?
No. Found in the village of outcasts.
Because there's this house right here. Oh! This treasure chest. What do I do with this?
So now you need to warp to the light world by the desert.
By the desert?
You need to warp to the light world and go to the desert. Whether you warp here or warp later, I don't know.
Will this take it with me?
Yes. That's what's weird, is it follows you around. Well, presumably you're dragging it around with you, but yes.
This doesn't even show up, period. This is not a thing that shows up.
In the tracker, it is noted as purple chest. And in the tracker, it is a dark world check. Or sorry, in the spoiler log, it is a dark world check. In your tracker, it might be either a dark world check or it might be
I'm saying purple chest never even showed up.
It also might be called locked chest. Or no, you're saying you found it, but it's not showing as completable?
It wasn't even a little check mark, a little click thing.
Then maybe it's by the desert instead of by the town.
I was assuming it would be by the chest to pick it up at, and it wasn't even there.
That's what it is in the tracker, but if they may put it... Because the guy who unlocks it is in the desert, the check could be listed as part of the desert.
Alright, where's the thief at?
He is in a house.
Okay. In the desert?
At the entrance to the Desert of Mystery, in a house.
In the entrance. This is the entrance, I guess. Per se. Or we're in it, yes. Not in this, right?
Is he... Oh, he's sitting by a sign that tells people to leave him be.
It's this guy. Okay, it's the guy up here then.
The idea is that he's a thief who is...
Yeah, I know.
People don't know he's a thief anymore.
I know who he is. He's up here.
Okay. And he will unlock the chest.
Yeah, this guy right here.
And he's also where...
There we go.
This game has its secret for everyone.
There we go.
There's your Quake medallion.
Alright, now we can do a couple more checks.
You can do Turtle Rock for sure.
Yeah, well there's another check that got unlocked with this.
I don't know if you can do Misery Mire yet.
Nope. But it's okay. We have some stuff that unlocked, so we're fine. We're doing fine. I would have, yeah, that didn't even show up, so it would have not have been something that I got.
Okay, yeah. It's not even on the desert part of your tracker.
When I can here, let me save the thing. Application file. This is the technical aspect of the podcast, guys. Can I just do file new? Is that a thing? Or if I just... Oh, I'll check once this podcast is over.
Yeah, we'll do it later.
Because I want to see if it's an actual check. I'm going to click all the items and then see the fucking check mark. What triggers it? What allows it to be done?
As far as I know, nothing. I think you could have just done that from the beginning.
Okay.
You just had to know it was there.
Yep, had no idea, which is fine.
Yeah, when I looked at that and then I looked at that thing, I'm like, I have never heard of this. I'm like, this is not part of a dungeon. It's not an easily labeled cave. It's not part of. And spoilers, the other stuff's in Ganon's Tower. So at this point, you just need to go beat the dungeons and then go beat the tower, and then you're done.
Yeah, we'll end the night. I'm gonna go get this one check. We'll end the night right in front of Turtle Rock.
Okay. And then hopefully that seems to me like we'll maybe next week spend the first part doing as much of those 2 dungeons as we can.
So we'll do Turtle Rock, and I'm assuming that will give us enough to unlock the next dungeon.
Misery Mire, which I assume we can probably mostly do now. I don't know what we're missing for Misery Mire.
Boomerang maybe? I don't know.
No, you don't need it for that.
The go button?
The go button is just, it lights up when you have everything you need to beat the game.
I know, I'm just fucking with you. Oh, shit, wrong one. I don't know. I don't know. Oh wait, no, that's right. I have to go here, and then I have to go over there, go up, and then I do it. Okay. I keep forgetting about this. This is a 2-step process to get where I'm going. Oh, shit.
Oh, the reason I don't think we could do this before, but we can probably do it now, I think, is you have to have the Ether Medallion, number 1, which we have now. And you also have to have the flute, because you have to warp to a spot. In order to start Misery Mire, you have to be able to warp to a spot up on a ledge, basically.
Oh.
So we probably can't do it now, but we probably only got that ability last episode.
Well, it's still not. It's not lit up in my tracker.
To
be able to be done, but maybe we can. So hold on. I need to see.
I don't know why it would think you can't do it.
I don't know. I need to do Quake.
Yeah, Ether Medallion. You play the flute, you warp, you lift a rock, you go in a portal, you use the Ether Medallion on a spot, and then you can walk in, and that's it. So I don't know why it thinks you can't get there.
Which we can go there, so I don't know. Or there's no check marks, and the only thing that's there is the...
I do see a thing here that says that this dungeon in particular has a ton of optional rooms that you just don't have to do. And so...
Maybe it thinks that there's nothing there.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's just keys and shit.
Admittedly, it could very well be... No, you're supposed to get the cane there.
Which one?
Obviously, you already have the cane, but like...
Which one, though?
Samaria.
Oh, then I don't know.
Or maybe that's what you have to use. I don't know. One sec.
Do you need Samaria, though, is the thing?
No, you do. You don't need the other one, but you need Cane of Samaria. Maybe, yeah. Maybe this dungeon only has keys.
Mimic Cave. What the fuck is Mimic Cave?
Mimic Cave. No idea. This is Mimic Cave?
I don't know. I thought we got this already.
I don't know what you're doing.
I'm trying to go get a check. Yeah, we've gotten all those in there.
Is this Dark or Light World? This is Light World.
This is Light World. I don't know what the fuck Mimic Cave is. Chat, how was your guys' day now that we've actually kind of gone steady talking?
Ugh.
How was everyone?
I'm excited for this weekend, I tell you what.
What are you doing this weekend?
Nothing.
You're just excited because you're doing nothing?
I mean, we haven't done... we have not done any socialization at all since New Year's. We have...
So you're excited for doing nothing?
Yeah, it's been I gotta play video games. I don't know, it seems pretty fun to me.
I mean, I don't know what that's like. I'm usually always doing something on my weekends. I get to go to Yu-Gi-Oh for me, and that's about it.
To be honest, with Omicron, we just aren't doing anything right now.
Yeah, I don't like. I mean, it is what it is. I have to go to just keep myself fucking sane.
We
all mask up anyway. Well,
yeah,
we have to be vaccinated to go there, and we have to mask up.
Yep. Yeah, we haven't seen any family or friends in the last month and a half.
Aha! I understand. It's Mimic Cave is a Dark World check, but I go there through the Dark World, and then I have to use the mirror to get to the Light World. Okay.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
Which I think we did.
I have not done this is a check that has been available because of.
I will say I don't see anything listed as Mimic Cave in either Light or Dark World, so I don't know what it's listed as in the log. That it could very well be something else. I just don't know what it is.
Yeah. Either way, we can get there real quick.
But yeah, no, it's a bit of a bummer, but yeah, we just haven't done anything. We had some family members get COVID, and then we have other family, like, believe me, my mother wants to hang out, and I'm like, I'm sorry, but no, not right now. Yeah. We are fortunate enough that we don't have to come see you, and I want to, but like we need to wait for just a little bit longer, I think.
I mean, but the only person who goes anywhere is Jaden, right? Because he goes to work.
Yeah, I mean, but you know,
so
we would almost certainly be fine. My mother still has occasionally been like having lunch at restaurants with friends.
Not good.
Which I don't really want her to do, but I'm not gonna. She also doesn't have any other social outlet, so I'm not gonna police that.
Yeah.
But I don't. Basically,
that's hard, right?
It's a matter of I don't want to transfer whatever risk we have, as small as it is. I don't want to transfer that to her. If she, and that's unfortunate. And we'll probably see her soon. I don't think it's going to be that much longer before I'll feel comfortable because things are coming back down. Which is sort of what I'm waiting for.
Oh my god, why does this guy talk so long? Jesus.
Oh, all right. But yeah, no.
I'm so dumb. I'm sorry. We can do Misery Mire. I was looking at the Light World check box. God damn it! I just fucking jumped off. We could do Misery Mire.
Yeah, like I said, we probably could, and we would almost certainly be fine. But I don't know. This is one of those things where we can just wait a little while, and I just want cases to come back down before. That's all. I look at the graph, and then I'm really sure that like, wow, it's the most cases we've ever had in our county right now. I don't want to go anywhere and do anything right now.
I stayed home a lot of last week because my boss had COVID.
Right.
My permitter had COVID, and my new engineer had COVID. There are 6 people in my little back squad area, and then we have 3 other ones in the front squad area, and 3 of the 6 in the back had it.
Yeah, I will be, and my opinion on this too is that I will be damned if I get it at this point.
I agree with you. I haven't had it yet.
There are so many people that are like, oh yeah, at this point everyone's gonna get it, and I'm like, fuck no.
I'm not fucking getting it. No.
I'm not. There are some minimal things I'll do, right? Like I'm gonna occasionally go to the store or whatever, like, and I'm vaccinated and masked and all that jazz. But like I'm not gonna completely seclude myself and just never leave the house. I'm not gonna go that far. But I will be damned if I get it at this point, you know. And so yeah, I refuse to resign myself to the idea that it'll just happen eventually, or anything like that. So that's why I'm just like really adamant that like at this point I am in a position where I can stay home. I have.
How the hell do I get down there? Watching this stream is dangerous enough for everybody.
And it's another reason I really appreciate this stream, because I get to do a little bit of socializing. Because I'm not going to just start FaceTiming people. That's not... That's not...
You don't want to be a grandma?
That's just not going to work for me. I don't know. The video calls for me, just not... I don't know. I don't like it.
I don't like calling people on the phone anyway. I'm not a teenager anymore. I don't need to fucking call you.
God, you were popular enough to call people as a teenager?
Oh yeah.
I fucking didn't. I had no friends that were cell phone savvy.
This got really sad all of a sudden.
I had a couple of friends I texted.
You can PlayStation I people.
The last couple of years of high school, I had a few friends. I had one in particular that I texted with all the time.
Holy shit, let's go.
In general, that I texted a little bit. I honestly did not have people that I talked to regularly like that till college. Not really. Anyways, long story short, I have the ability to stay home, which is what a lot of people can't, and that sucks for those people. And so it's on, in my opinion, it's on us. It's on the people who can stay home. It's on the people who can not go anywhere for most of the time. It's on us to do that, right? So that's why I kind of...
to get to Mimic Cave, we have to go through Turtle Rock. So this will be a good place to end.
Okay. That makes sense.
I had to look it up because like I have no idea to get it. There's a door to get there. Through Turtle Rock.
But yeah, that's like I said, that's just sort of my stance on the matter. Is I'm just like I
haven't got it yet. I'm not gonna get it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get it. I refuse to just resign myself to that. And
yeah, I refuse to go. Well, everyone's gonna get it eventually, so I might as well. I mean, might as well just no. Fuck you. I'm not getting it. Fuck you.
And like I said, I am very fortunate that I can work from home and stay home. And every few days, I'm like, I'm going to go to the grocery store down the street and get a cup of coffee at the Starbucks because I need to get out of the house. And I haven't been out of the house in like 4 days or whatever.
Yeah.
I've eaten at a restaurant like, I don't know, 6 times in the last 2 years or whatever. So, yeah, that's just sort of where I'm at with this stuff, and it's why I'm...
It's tiring. It's really tiring, dude.
And it sucks, and like I said, I have family that wants to see us, I have family that we want to see, but I don't know, I'm just not, like I said, not right now. This is like the worst possible time to do that stuff.
It's like we went to... As I said, we went to a dance show with my grandmother-in-law for her Christmas present, and it was number one, it was an amazing show. It was super cool, and they required everybody had to have masks on, so that cuts the risk down a pretty significant amount. But the thing is like a lot of the people there are a lot of at-risk population as well, so I felt really weird about it. I was like, oh. But at the same time, how much longer can we wait? Because, I mean, I don't know how much longer my grandmother-in-law has, so it's like... Well, it's not like this year or next year, but it's like those memories mean something.
That is exactly the sort of angle, too, that, my mother had a friend of hers, mom, pass away. And for very old lady was about to go into hospice anyways. But that is sort of, that's part on my mind, too, that I don't want to miss. It's been a long time. I don't want to miss all these years of whatever. But it's right now I have to just literally be like, I'm sorry, but specifically right now is the worst time. Like right now we're in the worst spike that we've seen in our area for the entire pandemic. We need to wait a little while longer. Like this now more than any other time is when we should not be doing this right now. And that sucks. I definitely... And I also know that we're all people that have been doing the right things basically the whole time, so we'd probably be fine. But I don't know. I want to do it the right way.
Yeah,
as best we can.
Yeah.
But it sucks.
I fully agree. The same thing we've been saying every time we fucking do the end of this podcast. I'm tired. I want to be able to go to a restaurant with my wife and not have to sit around and look around and go, that person's not wearing a mask. That person's not wearing a mask. That person's not wearing a mask.
We went grocery shopping on the day of the big sports game, and gosh, it was a few hours before the game.
Ye old sports ball.
It was packed, and I was just like, I don't want to be in this building for any longer than we have to be. Like this, I'm like, this is the most people I've been around in a while, and I'm uncomfortable right now. And almost no one was wearing a mask. So like, I mean, a few, but still, a third maybe. So that's why I'm just like, I don't know. It's frustrating, and I really resent anyone who's like says that this is somehow the way that people want it to be. It's like, I hate this.
This fucking sucks if this is the way you want it to be.
Right.
This is bad.
This blows, but like, I also am just willing to deal with it. I don't know. Either way, it's like I said, it's whatever at this point, but yeah, that's all of this was to say that
we're in it together, chat.
That's all of this is to say that this weekend I'm going to be playing some video games at home, and that's going to be nice. We need to play more Xenoblade, because I suspect that you're going to need that Wii U in about 2 or 3 weeks.
Probably 3 weeks. I think I have a feeling that, well, I guess 2. It depends on how long it takes the 2 dungeons.
I'm guessing we have 2 more episodes of this.
Probably.
Maybe 3, but probably 2.
Yeah. If it's 3, it'll be a really short third one.
Yeah, exactly. So I think we'll finish it in 2, which would mean maybe we do an off week and do something else. But like, we need to wrap up. We're getting there. Technically we have the last story mission, I think, available to us, but we're trying to just do all the side content that we want to do. Specifically, we're trying to unlock the last character in X, which the last character is a nightmare. She has like 20 different prerequisites. I don't know why, but she has there's 7 or 8 different quest chains that you have to do, and then a bunch of quests about her specifically that you have to do, and then you also have to have explored a bunch of specific areas and stuff. I don't know, it's crazy, but we're most of the way through most of that content at this point. I also don't know what the post game looks like for this game. I imagine it's just more side content, because this game is 95% side content.
I got to the final area of Tales of Arise finally.
Yeah.
Because they were I know, because the characters were like, this is it, guys. This is the final place. But at the same time, Kitty looked ahead and is like, I'm curious how much you have left. And now she's fucking with me. So I don't actually know if this is the end or not. I'm assuming it is, but I could be wrong.
I bet it's when the characters are telling you.
But I have to finish it by the end. Oh my god, I have to finish it by Wednesday. Because fucking Lost Ark comes out on a Wednesday.
I was like, Horizon Forbidden's not for a couple more weeks.
Horizon's in a week after that Friday. So I need to beat it because Lost Ark comes out. I gotta get a head start on Lost Ark so I can fucking be ahead enough so that when Forbidden West comes out, and I'm still making Yu-Gi-Oh content.
I need to get in the next 2 weeks as much Legends Arceus in as I can, and I'll probably balance a little bit of Arceus with Horizon so I don't burn myself out. But then March technically has a few things. I honestly kind of want to play Triangle Strategy, but I don't know. I just don't think I'm going to have the time.
I don't even want to talk about March, because March comes Rune Factory 5, but we got to beat Mass Effect 3 and Horizon Forbidden West before we can even touch Rune Factory 5. But if I don't touch Rune Factory 5, there's a cat in the chat that will kill me.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, yeah, I'm looking at the list now of stuff. Let's see here.
And I still gotta make Yu-Gi-Oh stuff! I need this weekend, as soon as the kiddo goes to bed, I just need to record a bunch of ranked games and save the replays, so at least I have them. Oh, right,
Elden Ring, which that's
at the end of this month, too. I'm gonna wait on that. That'll be...
this month, Yeah.
That'll be like way late for me.
Yeah, I just don't know about that. And then, oh right, Far Changing Tides is in March. I'll probably play that. That'll probably be a 1 or 2 day game. Triangle Strategy, I think I'm just gonna skip because Octopath was not a short game. Triangle Strategy is probably gonna be longer.
I'll probably finish Tales of Arise Tuesday. I think I'm gonna play it Monday. I'm gonna play it Tuesday. This weekend and sometime.
Kirby's also March.
Yeah. Like over breaks and stuff today, I'm gonna have to play some duels, save some replays, and then do some voiceovers for the replays and the commentary, and then upload those, do all that shit, make sure I have a bunch in the bank, and I'm gonna have to really make sure I have a bunch in the bank for Lost Ark and then for Forbidden West, because I'm gonna lose time there too.
Yeah, Kirby is also late March. That Tiny Tina Wonderlands is also late March, same day as Kirby. Probably not going to play that one, but you know.
I'll wait till it goes on sale. I'm never going to buy a fucking Borderlands game at full price.
Yeah. And then honestly, and then April's quiet, but then Forspoken is in May, and we're both kind of curious about it.
I'm curious about it. I think I'll wait for it to release, but I'm curious. It looks neat.
And then it looks like the summer and fall.
But we have Summer Game Awards and E3 for more game releases that we have to prepare for.
Oh, well, and there's a bunch of stuff that is coming this year, but doesn't have a date yet.
Man, I don't know. I'm a stupid idiot for pre-purchasing Lost Ark in advance when I'm not going to have the fucking time to play it.
Yeah. Let's see.
Thank God.
This year.
Thank God Master Duel released on the phone today, because Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Bayo 3 releases this year sometime. Obviously, Breath of the Wild 2, presumably holiday. Gosh, this is alphabetical.
I really do need to just quit my job and just play video games for a living. Wouldn't that be nice? If I could make 6 figures doing this, I will, but I can't, so I won't. I mean, I could, but I'm not going to anytime soon.
Oh yeah, that weird Hogwarts game. Forgot that was
that game got delayed.
Oh, is it not this year anymore?
No.
Interesting. This might be a slightly older article.
I don't think so. If it is, it's pushed to late this year.
Wait. Oh, interesting.
But I think that's going to do it for the recording, everybody. So YouTube, if you're watching this on YouTube, thank you guys so much. You can always check us out live on the stream and interact with the chat, and Kitty will yell at you or yell at me, and you guys can yell at us together. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. We appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel for the Yu-Gi-Oh content, even though you're never going to see this and you're actually watching the Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, but it's fine. We love you anyway.
Yeah, whatever. If he gets you in the door, hi.
See you next week.
Bye.
Weirdo.